we put in the ball gag.
And that's going to be a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. And welcome, everybody, to another episode of Dungeons & Dragons 6th edition. I'm here with the crew of the Nostromo. This is episode 154. All right, Johnny. What happened last time on 153?
Previously, in the Silverwood Forest, the officers of the Nostromo teleported to the far-flung mining town in the wilderness of Ursia, where the aunt of Tatiana Goldsmith, Rodaro, was the sheriff commanding the Hilterland Justiciars and leader of a band of adventurers called the Flying Eyes, consisting of Grimshaw the werewolf, Basher the dwarf, Tinder the fire genasi, Balthazar the wizard, Waffles the halfling, and Velvet the tiefling. These swords for hire were being retained to defend the city, as well as numerous other secret dealings, possibly including the smuggling of kidnapped people to be sacrificed for the process of minting cursed coins. Not wanting to draw too much attention to themselves, Tatiana led the party to the living quarters of her friend Shana, who offered them shelter and disguises with which to go unrecognized within the city limits. Our heroes split up and gathered as much information as they could about the town, learning that the western mine shafts were off limits to any workers, being guarded at all times by justiciars and watched over by a black tower belonging to a Kenku. These western mines were not only being used by the Flying Eyes to conduct secret business, were also home to a group of Minotaurs searching for something deep beneath the earth. Norhigantos attempted to join the ranks of the Flying Eyes, whereby he was robbed and nearly succumbed to a gruesome fate, until Zorksan compelled an elven woman to interrupt the proceedings, who was herself nearly killed by Grimshaw. Arnhem Havenrock narrowly managed to save her life by leading Grimshaw in a merry chase, and in the ensuing chaos our heroes somehow managed to escape unscathed, and Decade pilfered the pockets of the captain of the guard, stealing his Eye of Seeing, and a black key that might have something to do with the Kenku's Black Tower. Stay tuned to see how long we can keep this farcical charade going before it blows up in our faces on tonight's game of Dungeons & Dragons 6th edition. Corey, who's our sponsor tonight?
Thank you, Johnny. The sponsor for this week is the chicken, the domesticated jungle fowl that owns the world. Used mostly for fighting and not food until around the 4th century BCE, roughly. Over 23 billion in the world, and they are the perfect earth animal. In one bird, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Don't be a chicken and appreciate the chicken in all their feathery glory. Now, over to the man who asks us why we crossed the road, our DM, your host, Tony.
Okay, so we pick up where we left off last time.
I have answers.
You guys, after a brief chase of Matt's character and everyone else working diligently to get Toast out of the fire, lest his toast be burnt, you guys were able to finally get were able to stealthily, so you weren't followed, get Toast in his drunken stupor and the rest of you back to the Castanera family house where you've made your base secretly, where Shanna, yeah, we're going to go with Shanna because I can't pronounce the rest of that. Shanna, who is a old friend of Tatiana Goldsmith, has her communal family lives. Yeah, and you've been there the last couple days. You basically kind of been holding down the fort, taking care of people as these guys go in and out. There's been secretly going in and out of the town, gathering intel.
That's only been a day.
Yeah, it has literally only been a day. You guys do have plenty of time.
And we come back to, put on different wigs or put on glasses with mustaches.
So I'll say you guys have carried in Toast. Toast, you've started sobering up. You're still a little intoxicated, but you're not inebriated. The drugs that the prostitutes fed you so that they could rob you has started to wear off.
But you're still toasted.
Yeah.
If you want to be further gone, just ask Smoot. He's got something for that.
Yeah.
So, you guys have just arrived there. You can transition the scene however you wish, and just let me know. I will be there nearby to play. I would assume Tatiana's probably... You've been playing, what, chess or cards?
I've been in the kitchen.
You've been in the kitchen? You've been cooking. There's about 7 kids here, right? This is a family house. So it's a house with kind of like it's kind of like 2 double wides, right? Separate from each other, and there's like a little bridge between them. Not an actual physical bridge, more like a long hallway
So it's like
that connects them both. Yeah. And it's two different family homes, and Shanna lives in a polygamous communion with another family.
There's a shitload of smoke coming out of that kitchen because I rolled a 2.
Oh wow! So you burnt salad.
Cereal's
I'm not sure how you did it, but you burnt salad. The kid's still gonna eat it. I would say you probably burnt salad, and then you just made macaroni and cheese.
So you went up the cooking scale.
Well,
you failed the basic and you went up.
You try making the fish
Resources
tacos,
gotta
but they
use
keep
it.
asking for weird
Yeah,
stuff. I want
you
hot
tried
dogs
making
in mine.
fish
I want potato
tacos,
chips in
somehow
mine.
the flour. Well, actually, you describe me how you failed making dinner and what you failed at and what you eventually moved off to.
Well, let's see. There was a grease fire. The bread caught on fire. Salad caught on fire when the bread caught on fire because of the grease.
Oh, right.
Well, that's what happens when you put it out with water.
I put it out with wine, which was an even bigger fire.
Right.
So, yeah, there was a lot of smoke. Some minor damage, which I will be happy to pay for.
Okay.
It's funny because we're in a mining town, so I
So you guys come walking in as you see smoke billowing out the window as you kind of come by and you're kind of just coming through. At what order do you guys come in? Right.
I assume I'm being carried.
He's either first or last.
Yeah, yeah. Depending on how long it took to get away from.
It's your call. Either you can show up early or you can just jump into the scene whenever.
I probably would have hung around outside waiting to help the captain. I think you were dragging Toast
Yeah,
out.
but got him out of the room.
Decadic and the captain
Eyeing
were
that tattoo.
dragging Toast out.
Yeah. Just been like, oh, we just had a little too much tonight.
You hear from the kitchen, for God's sake, Billy, stop, drop, and roll! Stop, drop, and roll!
That's one of my favorite sea shanties. Stop, drop, and
Little
roll.
Billy has a
Billy.
teddy bear. He's trying to roll over because he was trying to put out the fire with the teddy bear.
Did Rutherford sneak in here with us also?
At this point, the
I
teddy
haven't
bear
felt any
looks like
bullets in the back
Two-Face.
of my head.
Oh, you guys are my best friends.
Does
Remember
anyone have
that.
bending?
No.
Tatiana has a certain mending the teddy bear. Okay, so you guys enter the scene.
Here, Toast, breathe this smoke. That should help.
Have some burnt salad.
Tatiana's just got a rug just billowing the smoke out of the house. Oh, Decadic, you're back. I hope dinner's going to take a little bit longer than we expected.
That's all right. We've got, I think, a bit to catch ourselves up on before we.
Is there such a thing as DoorDash?
That's when you knock on doors and then run away before someone comes and answers, right?
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Let's do that.
One of the kids is like, okay. Runs
Leave a
out.
bag filled with kobold poop when we get there.
Oh, the shit poop.
Well, what the hell? I don't know why I'm asking you, Captain. What the hell happened up there exactly?
Yeah, Captain. What the hell? I was about to join their crew.
Didn't you already join them? Aren't you paying to be a member?
Maybe.
Well, Strom reported you... Not Strom, damn it.
Sorry, the mask has a scratch on it, just like the scar on his face. It's very-
Armin.
Yeah.
Arnhem.
Arnim? Right, damn it. Arnin.
Armin.
That's a bridge too far,
Are
Armin.
we talking about Mr. Havenrock?
Haven Rock.
Yes.
The doctor.
Full time.
Best doctor we've ever had.
Been with for 2 days.
I can see why Toast wants to leave.
You have a lot of work to do immediately. In all fairness.
That's not very nice, Captain. You should be. The Scarlet was really nice. She was, you should not say stuff like that.
Yeah, you're drugged.
No. I'm getting better.
Has he been drinking?
Yes, I had some excitement at the local tavern
He was,
tonight.
yes, he was drinking with his friends. His new guild that he's trying to join.
Have some fish taco briquettes.
I'll just have some burnt lettuce, please.
I can do that.
Freshly burnt.
I'll salvage some of the tomatoes, and Titania walks out.
What was that? You read their lips? They were gonna kill him? It looked like.
Yes. I believe that was what they were intending to do with him.
Well, that certainly is not good. So how did I fight him off to get out of there?
Well,
Was one arm tied behind my back?
the prostitutes took you to a different room, and what they saw disturbed them. And they all
Was I
ran out,
bound?
fled the room, leaving you.
Was I becalmed at sea with one arm tied behind my back?
With how much you drink, I'm sure you were very becalmed.
Oh, okay. Now I'll check my... Oh, shit! Oh, no, they took the wooden coins my wife gave me!
And your trousers.
That's a fact.
He's looking for pockets.
Found one.
They took my pockets. God damn it.
I'm gonna go find my pads, thank you.
I wouldn't go back there.
No, I have to go. I'm gonna go to my wardrobe, Captain. I have to get out of these clothes and back to my proper attire. My other sailor outfit.
With herbalism,
And I'm gonna go change.
can I?
Where?
Do I know some kind of
Who's close?
a remedy to sober him up?
Make me a medicine check.
Some bucket of cold water and hold his head down there.
26.
There. Don't let up.
26. Yes.
Till the bubbles stop.
Not only do you know them,
That
you
thing
do have
don't work.
some of the roots on
And then
them.
you resurrect.
Okay.
There is basically the roots taste like vinegar, and when combined with like salt and a little bit of saline solution, it will sober anyone up, and it will make them. But it will. The side effect is it does make them vomit.
Saline solution?
Okay. I'm gonna get making that.
Saline.
I don't see a downside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sailing on the ocean. That's it.
With a 26, it doesn't take you long. Like literally, you just reach in, you can mix them up real quick, and you can do it within almost a round.
Okay.
You just
Are you coming to me then?
Yeah. Oh.
Hello, Haven Rock. Now, what do you think of this? Is this purple sailing suit good enough, or do you think I should do a different
I
color?
think it'll be just fine.
Huh.
If you wouldn't mind just drinking that
What is it?
The crushed velvet looked better.
What am I drinking to?
to the sea.
Ah, the sea. To the sea. Glug, 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 glug. Okay.
I just need to see it.
Vinegar, salt, and saline? Oh, interesting.
Titania walks in with your salad. There's your salad.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I
So did you
forgot
just-
to mention.
I don't feel so well.
Do you have a bucket?
Did you bring the monsieur a bucket?
He's about to supply his own
It
salad.
doesn't take her long to come back with the bucket she was using earlier. The bucket from the fire. earlier. Oh God! What? No! Oh God! Titania walks off.
Cheese.
Like that Family Guy episode where they get all the epic
Oh, it looked like a fondue.
It was not fun.
I say. But another chunk of cheese.
Not even like
Just an actual chunk.
Everything in your stomach
Woo!
so much it became cheese.
I say. Oh, I feel. Oh, not to change again. All right, I'll go put on the green one. But thank you. I feel much better.
I did manage
I'll come
to
back.
procure from the captain of the city guard this eye of seeing that he was using to detect invisibility. So without that, that should make sneaking into the mines easier task. And also this curious black key made of chicken bone, it appears to. I'm entirely sure what it goes to, but there is that black tower by the mines that would seem a likely candidate.
You convinced him to give it to you when he was drunk or?
I visibly stole it off of his person.
I'm glad to hear that one smoothly.
Yes, barely managed to get out of there before he killed the man in a drunken stupor for some reason.
Me? I was gonna what?
Not you.
Oh,
Yeah, did you drink?
Well, we don't know, but
You were a man in a drunken stupor, but not that one.
no, good. Well, that's what happens, you know. You get land sick, and then you start drinking the local water, and before you know it, things happen.
Well, hopefully he can't get another one too easily. But he has no idea that you took it, right? So.
Yes, I was able to remain undetected, and during the distraction caused by my friend Arnim, curiously, it seemed that this Grimshaw fellow mistook him for an agent of Bravaxis, of all people.
Well, he does have that look without the mask on, anyway.
Are you wearing the mask right now?
since there's small chillins around.
And toast.
So I built on that and further distracted him with a message pretending to be Navius. Wondering if perhaps whatever illicit activities they're involved in might also involve a gazetteer in some way. And if we can find this hidden vault of Navius's, might be able to find some evidence of something related to that as well. We can hold over his head or possibly use to lure Bravaxis out at a later time.
Our ship has that pretty well covered.
We
Pretty well, yes.
Or, if the opportunity were to strike, we could maybe set up this goldsmith chap to fall in a bad way with Bravaxis and have Bravaxis take care of Goldsmith. Do something, make it look like it was Goldsmith's fault, piss off Bravaxis. Bravaxis goes after Goldsmith.
Maybe keep that down around Tatiana instead of...
Oh, the one who's going to betray us too. Yes, I understand.
She's luckily not in the room.
Yes, thankfully.
Well, that'd be interesting then. See what happens.
So, oh yes, and also saw in his pockets some paperwork showing that these minotaurs in the mine are not only looking for something, but apparently they are indebted to the city for a considerable amount of money. Perhaps we could leverage that somehow, where instead of having to confront or fight the minotaurs, maybe aid them in some way by offering to help them clear out this debt or find something with which to cancel it.
How considerable are we talking?
It was like 30,000 they were in debt, was it? The Minotaurs?
Yeah.
It's not grotesque. I say, do we know if the Minotaurs want to stay here or do they want to leave?
I believe, if I remember right from last game, that they were specifically looking for something in the mines.
I was going to say, we offer to pay off the debt and we also offer to take them out of here. Maybe that would doubly help us. But if they want to stay here too, that's perfectly fine as well.
30,000 is a fair amount to cough up for.
True. But to get access to the mine and also maybe have a group of people who'd be willing to look the other way while we do something.
Then we find the deed to the mine and we send it over to them, so it's their mine.
Or if we find what they're looking for, on top of all that too.
Do the goldsmiths own the mine?
I think they own everything.
I suspect,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, the whole town is basically, yeah.
So yes.
Yeah, maybe it's his sister, she's
They
like
own
sheriff in charge of the town. And
We're gonna get a bill for what we've been breathing in a little bit.
I might start buying those cans, some space balls.
Perrier.
While you guys are talking, you hear at the door.
What time is it?
It's late.
Like,
It's like 11:45, almost 12 o'clock.
oh jeez, I'm not in my sleeping salient.
You changed so little time ago.
Someone want to get that?
That is
Just a minute.
so Shauna here, or is she out with the mines, or?
Oh, she's passed out in her room. He took over charge of watching the kids.
Did we have a secret
The
number?
first option she had for sleep, she fell asleep. She's got 7 kids.
Can I use?
So she was probably sleeping while standing up at some point.
Use my Lord's Veil to disguise myself as her. Does that yeah?
Does it? Does it allow you, or is it just like a nondescript element? I think you just choose the race, right?
Because I know, like, I've come up with you. I don't know if I've ever tried to specifically disguise as a person.
Regardless, roll me an Arcana check. We'll just make an Arcana check to see if you can mimic her enough.
Sorry, I'm apparently not prepared right now.
It's okay.
D&D Beyond.
One?
Nothing. What's your total in Arcana?
I did not even pull up my character sheet. It's coming up right now, though. Almost there.
Okay, no problem.
It's the one. It's near the top of the skills. Starts with A R C A N A.
Over here.
Here, let's see if I can load it up faster than you. Erase you.
Skills. Okay, I got a 15.
It's the third one.
15. 15 was the starting point.
Top. It's the third one
So you look like an elf. You look like a female elf. You kind of resemble her, right? But it's like the difference between season 1 of The Simpsons and season 16 of The Simpsons.
Okay.
Right? Like, you can tell it's Bart Simpson, but the
Barely.
further away, the better.
Fourth Samson.
Cast tongue so I can speak the language and open the door.
It's a good thing
Or to
it's
peek
smoky
out
in
first.
You peek up. You see 3 guards standing outside the door.
Close the door. No, can I help you?
Yes. We've had reports of 3 kids going around knocking on people's doors and running away. Ma'am, we'd like to talk to you about your kids. It's gotten pretty bad. They say their uncle has encouraged them to start knocking on doors and running away. Obviously that's a lie, ma'am. But we've had reports. And also there was.
What's Shannon's last name?
Did you have a fire? There's been reports of smoke nearby. We called off the bucket brigade.
Oh no, it's just a small little kitchen accident. It's
What's her last name?
mostly cleaned up.
What's Shannon's last name?
I don't know, but it's not coming up, hopefully.
Are you sure, Shauna?
No, officer. Oh, sorry, that was me. I'm Uncle Toast.
Is there somebody on the other side of that door, ma'am?
Yes, it's me. And it's me, Uncle Toast. I'm so sorry. I was using naval terminology and the children misinterpreted the whole damn thing. I apologize. Terribly sorry. And I was trying to make a salad and no, it went all wrong.
Roll me a bluff.
Oh, God.
Or deception. I don't know.
That's
Wrong
deception.
edition. You guys.
But it's got to reload apparently. 24.
24? That's a pretty good bluff. He looks at you, he's like, okay, that's fine. And he starts to look over at you. Shauna?
No, I'm a distant relative. Looks similar, though. The looks run strong in the family. My name is Shayna.
Shayna
And I'm Sean Toast.
and Sean Toast.
This is my wife, Shayna Toast.
Shayna Baszler, she's a wrestler.
Yes.
We're watching the children while Shauna sleeps. Her
Me
name.
and Shauna have lived in this village our whole lives.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Sean Toast.
I would like you to roll a I would like you to roll a deception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
The DC is 25. You got to convince this man that she's
I failed. I got a 20.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I a 5 and a 1.
5 and a 1. Well, technically, it would have been a straight roll. I'll allow you a reroll
Well, that's
because
still 24 in that case.
still 24. Oh, one shy. He's like, can I talk to Shauna?
Yeah. Yes.
Would tomorrow be better? She's kind of sleeping.
Yeah, it's almost.
No, it's gonna be tonight. We got one of your kids out back, anyways. And is
That's
there
her
anybody
kid.
else in there?
Shauna's whole family lives here.
Yeah, that's all the children.
I'm just gonna.
Everyone else who's in there, roll me a stealth to see if like you could have hid.
I'm in the kitchen.
You in the kitchen?
I regret this.
This is why I only cracked the door. They couldn't
You
see
get
enough of me.
advantage then because you have full cover and like you're not making
Use
any
the
noise.
smoke as a haze thing. Oh, it's so hazy.
10.
10. Hold on.
8.
8.
Is Tatiana in the room?
She's also in the kitchen.
Probably betraying us.
Yeah.
She actually rolled really good for stealth. I rolled a natural 19 plus
Nice.
4.
Do you think she'll be offended if we kill these guards?
Yes, she will. I don't know.
I have a disadvantage, so the advantage makes it just a straight roll.
So he looks in, and
so good at
one guy
this.
looks in through a window and sees you. The other guy like looks over, sees you.
I'm like, fans.
They basically look around like
John
he's like,
Belushi.
no, I really have to see Shauna right now. I don't know any of you people. What are you doing
Would
in
you
our
care
house?
for some charred lettuce?
John Lettuce.
Shauna?
I'll wake her for you, sir. One moment, and I'll go off to the bed to her, wherever she's sleeping at.
So, quiet night then, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Real quiet.
Have you lived here long?
I've lived here for 85 years.
Oh, that's ever been on a ship, boat, water vehicle?
There's a giant lake outside. What do you think?
I don't know.
There's also a bridge.
Yeah.
You could have avoided it.
How about that bridge?
So eventually you're able to get Shauna, and she's sleeping.
God.
And she's like, sorry.
Hope it's over who we are.
Yes, these guards here just get your cousin Shayna here answered the door and tried to explain the situation, and then they found it suspicious for some reason.
Yes, hello. It's his cousin.
Yes.
You married into the family, not me.
This is
Not having
this is my distant cousin. She's from another town. I'm gonna roll it the same. I rolled a 5. She's just visiting. She's helping me watch the kids while Colston is out in the mines. And I really needed the help. I needed some extra sleep. I was getting some sleep, so Wolfrig, you can go. But thank you. I'm fine. Eventually, he kind of looks back. He's like, "Are you sure you're fine?" He kind of holds the sword. And she's like, I am fine. These are actually friends. They're not here to rob me. They are helping me watch the kids. They're really bad at cooking.
Never met him.
So nothing to worry about. And eventually he just kind of nods and he's like, all right, well,
Do you want some fish taco briquettes?
they just shut the door.
Goodbye.
I think they still have your kid.
I would like you to roll. I would like you to roll a D. Somebody roll me a D10. The other person roll a D8.
Ooh, I got the 8.
I got the D10.
Lower's better, right?
We'll see.
2.
9.
9 and 2. Okay. Raise the alarm by 11.
Way to go, Toast.
Way to go, Captain.
Hey, everything you
Shayna.
guys do, I am paying attention.
We should have just killed the guards.
No, we really shouldn't have.
You said 11?
Yeah, it's by 11.
No, up 11.
Oh, 20. Geez.
21, yeah.
Wait, so it went up by 11, not 1.
Yes.
Yes, it went by
It went up
a
by
D10
9
and a
plus 2.
D8.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's not a big deal if it only looks like
Yeah.
natural.
Anyway, the
We
scene
could have
is
handled that a
yours.
little better.
The scene
We
is
could have
yours.
rolled a little better.
Yes, you could.
Okay.
That what you had in my energy.
Hand him one of his energy drinks.
Energy drink?
The blue one or the one?
I don't care.
That's
Doesn't
not
care.
it.
We're sorry for waking you.
I'm going
Energy drink?
back to
Energy
bed.
drink, sir?
We should work on a cover story later.
I think we just made it. We're probably committed now.
Oh God! Now I'm going to have to. What if people in the town start asking me about my cousin? It's a small town. She starts walking away, and she's just
You have a lake.
ranting.
It's easy. You're ashamed of us. They've met us now. They saw his cooking.
You know, it's not going to be hard. And she just walks off. She goes back to bed.
I gain and lose relatives every day.
Anyway, the scene is
You've
back.
made a new family.
Another one.
Because you forgot the old one.
Yes. So back to the plan that we were going to make to do the things.
Yes. Now that, well, yes. After your little adventure with the flying eyes, I take it that if you're seen again by them, it would be bad for you. Yes.
I don't know. They seemed to be having fun up to. Then I went into a room and just kind of blurry after that. Something with I know my coins and pants were gone.
If he shows up again, they'd probably get a good laugh out of it. If nothing
Toast
else.
Here you were trying to get on Tinder.
The fire genocide.
No. No, I don't think I was. No, that's not what my character at the time would have done. I was actually trying to channel Bernard, who apparently is my brother, who looks like me.
Perhaps if you could channel or impersonate someone else, perhaps in your disguise, just to.
A new character. I think I can do this.
Someone who doesn't get robbed.
Perhaps.
You got it, brother. Give me a little bit of time and I'll be doomed.
I was gonna suggest a cinnamon toast, but whatever.
I like no. You know what? No.
I think I drowned her.
Cinnamon toast. Wrong
That
line.
was her patron.
A woe-begotten prostitute who's still in love with Smoot after all these years. And he thought he drowned her. Done. We're doing it. I'll change in that disguise when I get the chance.
Excellent. So,
I'm curious about this tower.
See, that's
Yes,
you just disguise
that's
yourself as
mine.
characters. You don't have to kill them off every
box
time.
that toast delivered there, and
Yes, there was a door. I dropped off the box into a smaller one. There were golems that were watching out the place. The tower is, as we know, between two entrances of the mine, a little ways from the town itself. I don't remember much else from the actual interaction itself.
he gave you one of those cursed coins in repayment.
Yeah, that's right.
Did they steal it from you?
No, I think I dropped it on the floor somewhere. I didn't want to pick it up.
yes.
I just remember. I remember also that when I opened the door to put the cold wind came out. So maybe there's something else going on.
Were there
inside
any
town.
other windows or doors to the building?
Do I remember? I remember it's tall and black, but it was barely over the top of the trees. I don't think you can see it from the town.
You can't see it from the town. You have to get within a mile of the mines,
Oh.
and you can start seeing it about. No, not even a mile. It's tall, but it's not. Well,
It doesn't loom over the.
it doesn't
landscape.
loom. It doesn't loom.
No.
It's fairly flat, and there's a strong forest until there, so it kind of hides the scape. But as soon as you get towards the quarry area, you can see it. It's a tall, but the quarry is kind of dug in, if it helps, and it's kind of in it. You know, and then there's the 7 different quarry
So if it was
areas
still
that
on
are
the
kind
same
of
ground
dug in,
level, it probably
corkscrewed in. There's the old ones that are retired, which is sandwiched between them. And then there's all the other ones that are unrelated, right, that won't take you to where you need to go, where the actual workers work at. But the guards are mostly at those old quarry areas.
And I don't remember about windows or anything. I just remember the door.
Yeah, you're talking about for the tower itself.
Yeah.
There are windows into the tower, right? But they're barred.
Oh.
It's like physical bars, and then there's like a plated, not plated glass, but it's like the thick glass you see in churches. That's like colored.
Yeah.
Stay like in it. Yeah, it's like black stained glass. The glass is stained black.
So I know their bodies got loaded up into those crates.
No, right with tinted windows.
Okay. If I
his
scry,
style.
because we had a... Didn't we have a piece of the teddy bear or something like that from the girl? Or
Yes.
Yeah. I want to scry using that teddy bear to try to scry on the girl. I've heard of her. She's dead, presumably. I don't know if I can scry on a corpse, but I'm curious if it shows anything.
So maybe
An object.
we've scryed on blood before, and
So when does
Roll
a
me,
body become
roll
an
me,
object
roll me a
and not
luck check.
form of
Look,
person?
roll me a luck
Well, I
check.
mean, it's just the difference if it's not alive.
I'm gonna say you got a 50%
What constitutes
chance
a lie?
of it being in an area that can be scribed.
So
I'm going to say
things that don't
no,
break.
unless low is good for me. 13.
They're monsters.
You normally choose high, good,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So
But in college, you got to assume
you
high.
Yeah,
try
neither
to
alive
scry,
nor
and you
dead,
feel
they are.
yourself physically bleeding a lot because it is in a warded location. But that does tell you something is that it is in a warded location.
Mm-hmm.
What is it for you? Come here, I'll put you on the side.
Yeah.
Never let go.
so seems to me the two best leads we have are investigating the tower. If we can do so when Kenko isn't present, and see if we can sneak into the mines and make contact with the Minotaurs.
And there were golems outside.
There were two
Two.
entrances. One has the golems,
But
and
there
one
are
has the
also
guard.
some around the tower. There are like two in front of the tower.
For the tower too?
If I remember right, they don't actually move, but they do like rotate. Watch, like they watched me
And that
approach.
was the
and leave.
fairy fire thing.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll make sure.
Yeah. So if
The other golems are on a rotation where they stand guard and sometimes they clear out the mines,
Yeah.
check for anything.
I'm gonna try to. Here, I'm gonna get behind you guys for a second.
Yep.
I've heard that about you.
So I'm thinking, I like to do, someone does the Minotaur. Do we want me to go back to the Flying Eyes?
So there's
See what happens?
Quarry 1.
I'm not confident.
There's Quarry 1.
Yeah.
These are the old quarries, right? You got like 7 others off this way, right? And then you got Quarry 2. You have the tower, which is right here,
Mhm.
right? There is a set of tracks that lead into both, right?
Yeah.
We're pretty much are able to take in and out carts. All the quarries have a set of tracks that go, and then it goes down the spiral. All that. There is one set of guards that is right here by the entrance, right? There's one set of guards that's right here by the entrance. This set of guards normally has the captain who has a spyglass,
Which we have.
which you have now. This one right here has the iron golem.
Ah.
Now you do notice that there is on the way here, halfway between these 2 points, and sorry, the only way in. I should probably dig this in a little bit more. The only way this train track is actually probably not doing a great justice of it, but there is a giant steep runoff on both sides. On this side. So that's why the guards are able to set up positions here because there is no other way.
Oh, because it's elevated.
So they look down onto this area.
Yeah, and this is a big open area, like a giant open area, and then you got the other quarries that are going to be over here, right?
Yeah.
And this is just kind of like a higher raised area.
Like
when
the
you get
quarries
within
that
this,
Doctor Who and Power Rangers sees.
when you get within
Thank you.
this radius of the tower, is where its fairy fire goes off.
What's
Where?
the distance between 1 and 2?
The distance between 1 and 2, I would say, is probably about, let's call that about 200 yards.
Okay.
So this radius is probably about a 50-foot radius around the tower, starting at the tower base.
Oh.
So that probably hits about here. So it's about 50 yards from the center of this tower to the edge of the cliff. And there's this area right here is just kind of similar to this, where all this is kind of lifted up, right? Almost as if it looks like it's a mountain that's had its head. Most of it has been shaved off, so it's just kind of like a big plateaued area, right? And the tracks go up and then over, so you could foreseeably come at it from any angle, right? So that's possible too. You don't have to go up the tracks. But the main entrance into here is this area right here. You could come off this area, but it probably requires skill challenges climbing down. But the guard stations are there.
Throw this away. That
Yeah.
one at the lid.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a
Thank you.
So then is
that's a
this
good point. If you
So-
don't remember what happened
Yeah,
last
it's
night, maybe you could go to the.
So then is the tower at the
It's
top
gonna
of
take
these shaved off, or is it in the middle here?
The tower is at the top.
So this is where the tower would be then.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You could take a new family to the tower.
I didn't take the family to the tower. I took them to the tree where the bridge ended.
Yeah, the gold tree.
Okay.
Yeah, I took a box to the tower.
Oh yeah.
I did not know what was in it.
The gold they're mining, Neil, it's actually gold trees that were buried like eons ago. They were unearthing and
Yeah. Like are they naturally under the ground?
No.
No, it was a forest of golden trees that when let me look for the name.
Cataclysm.
It's like they became
Yeah, the fall
petrified.
of Samadhi.
When the
Yeah.
desolation, when Samadhi became the desolation, it caused like a
Oh, I
giant,
see. Okay.
like earthquake that like basically buried the forest
Yeah.
under the ground. And these naturally occurring trees went underground. Now they're petrified golden trees
Yeah.
that
And that's
are under the earth.
And they
far
use that
deep
gold
under the earth.
to then become cursed coins. They mint them, mine them, forge
So
them.
the
and mint
trees
them.
aren't cursed.
No, not, and the gold isn't until they go into the mint, where then they become coins and are cursed.
Yeah.
At least that's what we've gathered.
Sacrifice people in order to curse them.
So where's the mint?
Well, the above ground
Mint.
mint, the mint wasn't causing evil things. It's getting carted into the mine where presumably there's another one or something.
So they make the coins, then take them back to the mine to curse them.
'Cause I don't think I came to the conclusion that the mint.
I don't know if we saw them after they left the mint
Hmm.
to know if they were because when they're cursed, is that what makes them turn red?
Mm-hmm.
You assume from the Arcana, yes. That somehow
Yeah, the gold itself
there's
is
a process
not
that
gold.
curses the gold. Now, what you do know from what you saw before is the box of bodies and the waterproof waterproof crates was wheeled into mine number 2 by the group of adventurers, the Flying Eyes. And then they're in there for about 2 hours, and then they come out with a fresh box that you assume may have the coins in it.
So they're minted and they take them. Okay.
So like they distill
So
the
the
dead
Flying
bodies.
Eyes are in there for about
To
2
curse.
hours a day.
So someone go talk to the Minotaurs,
We're in Area 1.
and someone.
They're in mine one, the Minotaurs?
Mine 1 are in the Minotaurs.
Okay.
Mine 2 is the one that you guys don't have much intel on.
Gotcha.
Um. So someone talks to them. Someone else is going to something else, and then maybe me go back to the eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might not be.
I
What
mean,
could go wrong?
Either they try to kill you or they decide to use you as a stooge again just for noodles.
true.
Okay.
That works for me.
So you are going to go back to the Flying Eyes tomorrow.
Yep.
You are
I'll be on tower duty.
you're gonna what? Try to just check out the tower, learn more about it.
Yeah, see if
Okay.
possible to sneak in, try the key. Hopefully nobody's in.
Oh, okay, so you're actually gonna try to check out the tower tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
What's
unless,
tonight?
yeah, after a long rest. Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow. What are you doing?
The fairy.
You aren't
fire
just
won't do
limited to
anything.
here. There are
to
things
stop
in
you?
town as well.
If I'm not seen by the golems or
I don't know if it's just that.
Or you can generally tell me what you're trying to figure out, and we can make some skill checks to see if you can figure out a way to figure that out.
I'm not totally sure yet.
Okay. What about you, Matt? Any ideas?
I could try to go talk to the Minotaurs because I can speak with them.
Okay, so you're going to try to sneak into Area 1 and check out the Minotaurs. Okay? Neil? You can also assist somebody if you're not sure as well.
Have we checked out the mint?
I spent the first day there, basically, and got quite a bit.
Yeah. There is a minting press here. It does seem to mint normal gold, but it is where they seem to get those crates from, and you do think it's where they might stop off some of that gold before it is then sent off on ship out. But it doesn't spend much time back in the mint. They basically drop it off there, then armed guards show up very shortly thereafter, after the Flying Eyes drop it off, and then it is directly sent off. So there is a potential at night, a gap where you could probably check out the gold, but outside of that, it's pretty well guarded the whole time.
So from what we've seen and stuff, is all of the gold cursed when they make it, or some not?
You haven't seen any of the gold made yet. You only know that it goes into area, that dead bodies go into Area 2, and cursed gold comes out of Area 2.
Okay.
And the dead bodies come from where?
So far, a family was the recent.
So,
dead
Yeah, I
bodies.
escorted a family across the bridge that goes across the lake.
Yeah.
I was told to drop them off at a golden tree. I did that, and they disappeared after that.
They had a pass
Did you
allowing
follow
them to
the
travel
wolf or
around.
the-
Yeah.
I followed the
There's been a lot of disappearances lately,
did you
But
see
miners
the family
going
thing happen at all? Or
in and out.
I knew something
There's also
happened.
a lot of
Because
foot
of
traffic that goes through the Silverwood forests, and people are told to be careful not to go off trail or they tend to disappear.
Because the wolf was summoned.
But you could learn more about the
It's a-
disappearances
The
by
Grim-
maybe going and
Grimdark.
investigating or talking
Whoever.
to the sheriff.
Fair enough. Sheriff it is.
Sheriff.
And she's the leader of the Flying Eyes.
Is she?
No,
No?
No, that's Icarus.
that's the.
Wait, but I thought she she had a relationship with the Flying Eyes.
She's basically their
Liaison.
the word for it. There's another word for liaison where you're like their patron. She's
Yeah.
basically the head of the town.
Yeah.
The sheriff is also the sister of Nadius Goldsmith, though
She's the chief and they're the loose cannons.
though she does not seem to
That's
have
good.
inherited
That's good
any of the
parallel.
family money. Nadius basically, you did learn when his father died under mysterious circumstances that he inherited everything, and all the other second-born and third-born children got nothing.
You're on your own.
I'll join Decadic at the tower.
Okay, so you and Decadic at the tower, you at the sheriff's station, you at the Flying Eyes.
And
All
the
right.
fairy fire effect, is that with if the golden spot you, they cast fairy fire, or is it as soon as you walk in that radius, you're lit up?
You just know that when he walked into the radius, he got. The only thing he knew is when he walked in the radius, he got fairy
Okay.
fire.
Okay.
He didn't know it could have, and you weren't sure if it was from a source
Oh.
or if it was from the golem. But you do know as soon as you got within a radius of the tower, you felt like you were walking through a bubble. You did get that.
Oh. Well, good luck. At least you're not going in invisible.
Yeah, well, why would I do that?
Since let's take a break. Let's take a break, and when we get back, we will begin day numero dos of the Silverwood. I don't know. I'm thinking of a title. Anyway, after these messages, we'll be right back. Dumpster fire. So who wants to be first?
Okay.
It is early the next morning. You guys have been able to do a long rest. The alarm does decrease by 1. The alarm decreases by 1 every single
goes
day.
down to 1?
No. It's 20 now instead of 21.
20.
Alright,
Okay,
so,
so
we
here's
wait
what I'm
around for
thinking.
20 days.
We should probably have...
But my wedding, no.
You
oh
go
God,
first.
it was like, man.
No, me. No, you. No, you. I don't know.
Good thoughts.
I don't care.
So we have investigation at the it's like the sheriff's office, but it's also she's kind of like the mayor too.
Hello, Sheriff. Vous senor.
So we have that. We have an investigation at the tower, and then we have the
Meet back up with the boys.
You're going back up to the Flying Eyes. And which one were you doing that?
Minotaurs.
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 All right. Are you going to the Minotaurs at the same time they're doing the tower?
gingerly.
Probably. Yes.
Okay. Now, it is early in the morning, right? At what point in the time do you want to try to sneak in to talk to the Minotaurs? Let's try to establish a time frame here.
Yeah, because there's a morning shift
Yeah.
and a day shift you mentioned, right?
There's a morning shift and a day shift, and there is a 1 hour difference when the shifts change, right? When they are the lightest.
So probably wait until that happens to have a better chance of sneaking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Since it is the cover of day, think about how you guys want to stealth in. Who wants to do what? Do you want to do? You're going in the early morning, right?
Mhm.
And you're going after the shift change. Do you want to do the shift change? Well, yeah. I mean, the earliest you do the shift change would be like 6 o'clock, 7 technically by the time you get there.
Mhm.
So you would be later. I would say the shift change happens around 10 after breakfast. So you're heading there before 10. You're doing 10. You're going to visit the
11:30.
Flying Eyes around 11:30. Cool. And what time are you going to visit the Mac?
What?
After lunch.
After lunch. Okay, after a good lunch. Okay. Now we have our time frame. I think we know what order we're going to go.
I think we do too.
So there are guards. How are you getting into that mall?
So there are tracks. Like, are these like cart tracks.
Physical, like cart tracks. Like you could almost not quite. Trains don't exist, so you can't
Sure.
put it. But it's for actual like pushing mine carts. There are technically 2 sets of tracks, so you could send stuff up and back, right?
Okay.
The miners are there for 2-week shifts, right? So the miners live there for 2-week periods.
And that's like an area outside of the mine, right?
Yes,
Not
yes,
the
that's the
inside.
area outside of the mine. It's closer towards where like these are in the lower areas.
Okay.
Right? So it'd be like off to here, and then everyone kind of goes in and out every day.
Um,
And there's probably some train tracks that kind of go off this way and that way. So this would be like the main road. It would be like down here, and then it splits off over here, and then continues up the hill towards the.
okay. I would probably try to
You love it.
wear some kind of shabbier clothes
Shabbier clothes.
to
Okay.
try to pass off as a miner.
Still wearing the mask.
You're not that young.
Yeah. Yeah, still wearing the mask.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And basically, once I make it into the mine, just kind of, since I can crawl on walls and stuff.
There's no miners that go in here, right? These mines are closed down.
Oh, okay.
These are closed down. Like no one goes in here.
Okay,
That's why
so
they're guarded.
if they're
These are open areas.
sorry, so are there guards on this side?
No, there's just guards on this side where the entrance is. It is a flat top,
Okay.
so you could potentially sneak up. You would just have to find a way to stealth in.
Okay. So I'm going to, because I can climb up walls because of my whatever.
Spider climb,
climb?
super
Yes.
slippers.
Yes.
Slippers of spider climbing.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go up. I want to go up that side.
So you're gonna go this side or the back side?
That side. The side
back side,
farthest away
okay.
from you.
Okay.
Near the R.
And try to use what little cover there may be. Is there vegetation?
No.
No?
It's kind of like a flat. It's like a blasted.
Okay.
It's been seared off. I don't know if you've ever been to like the Appalachian Mountains and
Sure.
see like those seared off kind of like quarter mountains.
Sure.
It's kind of like that. It's not as tall though, so it's more like a plateau area. It's probably about 50 feet up here.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna try.
Okay. Wearing shabby clothes,
Yep.
wearing your mask, just trying to stealth in. Let's make a skill challenge. Let's make a stealth, a sleight of hand, and a luck check. Right?
Okay, so stealth is 14,
Okay.
sleight of hand is 19,
Okay.
and then luck is 23.
Okay. And just a D20?
Oh no, I'm sorry, I did the D100. D20.
Impressive.
6.
6. It's 2. It's 3. It's 5. 6 is... Okay. Explain to me how you're able to sneak in, but only raising... roll me a D4.
3.
But only raising 3 alarm.
Okay. I would be watching the guard who's right by the mine,
Okay.
and I'd kind of be saying, okay, well, is he turning around? Does he seem to have any kind of a pattern of, oh, I stand this way for so long and then turn?
Mm-hmm.
And then basically, once I kind of have an idea he's going to be turning around, while I'm going to try to sprint toward the mine.
So you're able to get past and sprint past him very quickly, right? And normally this would work out very well for you, except luck was not on your side. As you were running past, a four, I would say a griffin flies by in the direction that you're running. So you're running this way. All of a sudden, a wild griffin flies overhead and starts cawing and screaming. The guy turns around, getting off of his pattern, obviously alerted to this griffin, and he looks in your direction. And he looks at you sprinting into the mine. He's like, "What the fuck? Oh fuck, a griffin!" And they end up fighting off briefly this griffin with like long spears until eventually it just kind of veers off. It veers off towards the Black Tower, and then a green sickening light shoots from the top of the tower and disintegrates it would hit the griffin. As it hits the griffin, it disintegrates all the flesh off the griffin, and then the griffin falls to the ground as bones that then rise up and start walking over towards the back of the tower and then get inside.
Great.
Wow.
Well, that to do with.
All right.
You just kind of see that, and then you just boom, like you were so fast. He was almost able to say something, and then you were just gone, and now you're out of sight. You made your way into one of the abandoned shafts.
Okay. Cool.
And you are in there.
Okay.
And a cardboard box right under it.
As you make your way over, this is area F14. As you make your way into there,
Oh, you all right?
okay?
Yeah, I caught myself.
Okay. Oh, can you grab me a root beer real quick? As you run down this cave shaft a ways, eventually, as you start running down, there is a lights from down below, except it's violet in color. These violet colored lights you see in the distance. As you eventually you run off and you find yourself in a large dug out area. This dugout area, it's about 20 by 30 by 20 feet of rough carved, it's kind of squarish area with a tunnel that leads on below it. This does look a little. Sorry, no, it does look different. Never mind. Okay, never mind. This looks different. I was reading the wrong description. As you run down worked stone steps, eventually you're running down this cave area, but eventually it kind of just stops, and then it just turns into worked stone steps. And then you start walking down these worked stone steps, and you find a cavern area that is fastened. Once again, that same square area, right? Except it's rough carved stone. That's fastened with dozens of burned human hands and reptilian claws are fixed with iron nails to the walls. An iron brazier sits in the middle of the room full of hot glowing coals. There's a large sleeping pallet of furs arranged to the south of the room that you can see just like a large hulking, like somebody's just put piles and piles and piles of fur. And it looks like people just sleep on or under these furs, but it's just these huge piles of them. You see sitting by a pallet with a bunch of, looks like he's trying to dry and cure meats. And you see he's also counting coils of iron. Rough iron, it looks like an iron ore, is a one-eyed minotaur who just looms over, and he's just kind of like, he's got some dried meats that he seems to be drying over the brazier, and then he has like these bunch of ore that he had maybe recently mined, and he seems to be like sifting through it like he's looking for valuable things, most of it just being iron ore. Roll me a stealth check.
19.
19. Okay. 19. He does not see you with his one eye. And he just seems, he looks up briefly as he hears something, looks around with his one eye. This guy is hulkingly big. He is a large creature. And he just kind of looks around. He's like, breathes a little bit of fire just for a second. Grabs a little bit of that dry meat. What languages do you speak? Do you speak Abyssal?
Because of my class feature, I can.
You know what he's saying.
And but I did know Abyssal before the anyway.
So he is speaking the language of the demons.
Okay.
He's like, oh, well, there we go. Looks at one eye, pulls out like a little thing. That's a diamond. Here we go. What? Now. Topaz. He looks like he's sifting for valuables. Like he's looking for valuables. You'll see another Minotaur eventually will wheel in another cart just full of ore. He just kind of looks at it depressingly, like, ugh. And just kind of just goes back. In this room, it does, of course, this room... Sorry. Oh, what the fuck? That's not what I opened. Google, if I open up an image, Google will open up other images that I never opened up. I don't know why. But
You want one image? I'll give you 10.
Yeah, I know.
Mine will do. It'll show me the products, not the image.
Yeah.
Especially like if I'm looking at Warhammer art.
Sorry.
It's like I don't. That's cool, but I don't want that.
It's almost like it's on a weird timer that I never put it on. There is a from where that one Minotaur went, it does go further in, but there's just this large kind of, I'll call it rough square kind of rhombus carved out area with the pile of furs and the braziers and the large table with the Minotaur that seems to be doing some kind of accountancy and drawing a lunch. And the other Minotaur kind of walks off, and this one-eyed Minotaur is, again, alone in this room. If you're uncertain what to do, we can move on, but if not...
I'm going to go talk to him.
Okay. So, what do you do?
I want to go pick up the topaz that he threw over his shoulder and walk up to him and say, why? I will start with, why did you discard this gem?
Roll a persuasion check real quick.
That's a 6.
He looks at you very quickly, and he kind of freaks out for a minute. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Good job, Dave.
As he breathes a large gust of fire at you.
27.
27. You fucking like Matrix dodge it, and you don't take any damage because you're a monk. And you kind of just come right back. He's just kind of staring at you as you're kind of just, he just kind of freaked out. He's just like, who are you?
My name's Jesus.
My name is Arnhem.
What are you doing in my caves? I am Zegdar, chief of the Earthhorn tribe.
It's nice to meet you, great chief. I found my way down here. I didn't realize that there was minotaurs that resided in this cavern.
Yes, these caverns are ours. Bought and paid for. Continually paid for. They are our lands. We mine it. Seeking the blackened ore.
The blackened ore?
Yes. Shield of the darkest stone resides in these halls. What are you doing here? Are you from the elves?
No, I don't have anything to do with the elves.
You don't look like an elf.
At this point, since I know he doesn't like the elves don't like hobgoblins, I'm going to take off my mask.
You're the ugliest elf I've ever seen. Roll a 1.
I'm not an elf. I can tell you that much.
Not sure about that, but all right.
So take my word for it, I guess.
Sounds like elf trickery to me.
That's what an elf would say.
No, it's not. It's another thing.
What are you doing in my halls, and why should I not eat your flesh?
Well, if you imagine that I look like this, I probably don't taste very good either.
No flesh.
So I just went lower. I don't know why I did that. I did it because he did it.
I'm not there.
That was internal, but it was to you, outsider.
Well,
Guys, he's talking to me again.
I came because I actually did hear about some debts owed by the Minotaurs. Didn't realize that obviously this was
know the elves.
no is a subjective thing. I have some of their information. I don't know them.
What do you want?
I would like your help. In exchange for help, of course.
Okay. What do you want? And what is it gonna cost you? That's what I'll figure out.
There is no... I have no love for the elves. Especially this goldsmith.
Don't know.
That's interesting. He owns your mine. This mine.
I pay for this mine. This mine's mine. I pay the elves up top. And they let us stay here.
What if I could tell you that you wouldn't have to pay the elves anymore? We have... I would say we. I am trying to find some information on a vault that's supposed to be in this area.
Okay.
And it would be in my best interest if I could get into this vault. And I'm sure if I could get into the vault, I would definitely make it worth your while.
So you want to get into a vault in my caves?
It might be in your caves.
Okay. So what do I get?
What would you like?
Money.
Oh, Krasnik.
How much money would you like?
But
You know, we could do that. I could do that. But it has to be the vaults that I need to get into. It can't just be any old vault. It has to be the vault of, what's his first name?
Navius.
Navius Goldsmith.
I might have heard of a vault. South. I think it's past the Harpies. You don't go in their territory. They don't go into ours. I'll let you pass my territory, but you're gonna have to give me something. He's gonna pull out. Roll me a persuasion check, right? You're trying to persuade this guy to
2 cases of syphilis,
to
please.
Natural 20, but I have a -1, so it's a 19.
It's a natural 20. Somehow you're able to talk this guy down.
Nice.
With a natural 20, Zegdar is going to be like, all right, how about this? I will let you pass our territory, back and forth. Get to your vault. I know it's south of here. Where south? Past our territories, I don't know. Careful. These caves are a labyrinth. Trust me, I know. You. You have two options. You can either fill this sack full of copper or gems. You pull out a small sack. You're guessing it's probably going to cost you about 5,000 copper,
Okay.
something like that. Or you can take care of somebody for me. I got two hill giants that somehow found their way into the labyrinth down there, off to the east. Kill them for me, and I'll let you pass for free.
Is your rally cry up?
That probably would have set it off
yeah.
in the
Kind of a
morning
standard
before we
thing.
split up, yeah.
So it's in this mine. You have the hill giants are in this mine.
Oh, yeah. There's two hill giants. A little north of the Harpies, but they're in the way.
Is there a easier way to get into the mine to not bother the elves?
You wanted a secret way in.
I have some associates that it'd just be easier if we weren't seen.
There is. There's one way. Can you swim?
Can I swim? I'm assuming I can swim.
You probably can.
I mean, yes.
Under the water, to the southeast of here, there's an underwater passage that you can ferry. You gotta swim a little bit, you gotta hold your breath. We used to, in the dry season, we can walk out. But it's the wet season, so you have to swim out. Might have to hold your breath a little longer. We can't use it right now for obvious reasons. Minotaurs don't swim. But it leads out towards a back stream. And you do remember seeing a stream that went out, but it was like rushing water that came up onto the side of there, and it kind of pushed out. You're not sure where the water came from, but it's like water was leaking out of the mountain. You're guessing like from the underside. You were thinking maybe from like an underground stream.
Okay.
But you would assume that's probably if you swam against the current or like drug yourself along the walls. Apparently, if you go underneath there long enough, that you can get in. If you grab onto the side, there's little iron handholds where you can just pull yourself through. It used to be a track that I'm guessing they used to use long ago. The dwarves did before the tunnels flooded.
Well, I'll take the bag, and I'll speak with my associates to see if that's something we would like to, or we'll choose the other route.
Now, killing the giants.
Yes.
They're ugly. They're like you, bigger.
Doesn't feel so good, does it?
Did we call you ugly?
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing we haven't
Yeah.
accepted about you, actually.
Oh,
No.
never mind then. I take that back.
We pretty much insulted every other aspect of you, but not your looks.
About how far would the swim be?
It's weird.
Would you
I know.
think?
Gotta hold your breath for about a minute,
What's wrong with us?
depending on how quickly you're able to pull yourself. Of course, I mean, potentially there's a couple offshoots. You could drown in there, but as long as you hold on to the iron bars and pull yourself along, you make your way in there.
Okay.
The water weirds might be, mating, but I think you'll be fine. Give him a sapphire. We used to give him a sapphire every once in a while, and it would sustain him. You carry a sapphire with you. might make them happy. Might not attack.
Oh, it's good to know. Thank you. I guess with that, I'll leave you back to your search, and I'll see you again.
Okay. Remember, copper or dead giant heads. We can eat them.
Okay.
Together. First job well done.
Yes. Yeah. I'll see you. I'll see you soon.
Without much effort, you were able to sneak back and get through without raising any alarm. The alarm was part of the thing. So, did you raise the alarm
went up
appropriately?
by
By 3?
3?
Yep. Okay. Whose scene is next?
Just us.
Yes, next, yep.
All right.
In the order of the day.
Presumably, we have heard about the griffin there that got.
Yeah, I will
Zapped.
have passed along everything that there's the Minotaurs want either gold or copper or to kill the hill giants. There's another way in. We just have to hold our breaths and swim.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like the elves.
Understandable.
They think they own the mine, even though they have to continually pay for it.
You have the water breathing spell, Captain, don't you?
I have one scroll that I picked up a while ago. I don't know it any longer, but it's still good enough for one casting if we need it.
And you guys found potentially another entrance you guys can use.
No. Which, now if we have to go down into the mines, is that what he said? It was to the south, he meant south underground in the mines, right?
No, he meant south of this level.
Oh,
So what's our cardinal directions here?
It's exactly that. North, south, east.
Okay.
The
In
way of the
Harpy
water
territory.
is on the east side.
okay.
Oh, I see. So the water's over here.
The water would be over on this side.
And it's like a river.
Like a thick stream, but actually it'd be more like a small river at this point. That would eventually lead back into the main river, so it washes out into it.
Gotcha.
Well, the vault's not in the mines itself. We don't necessarily need to clear out any monsters in there.
So when the Minotaur said there was no mine, he meant both?
It's in the Harpies territory to the south.
Oh, okay. So somewhere down here.
Yeah, but he didn't know exactly where it was.
I don't know how much copper we have between ourselves at the moment.
Yeah, I think I've got 3,000. So
I got 1,300.
I have. How much does the ship have?
Like 6K.
Oh, I thought the ship had more.
It
It
spent
did.
all its money at one point.
I have
Yeah.
11,000.
Had Ship of Theseus written back just a while ago.
I have a lot of money.
I've been kind of spending a lot. I only got 12,000.
Only
You
12.
you only have 12,000. I only have 11,000.
wait, did you say you had 1,100?
1,300.
1,300.
So I've got
So
19.5K.
we're the wealthy dudes. Oh no, you're
Damn.
more than us.
How much did you say?
19.5.
What do you guys spend your money on?
And then
Well, this character hasn't spent anything, but they also haven't had the opportunity to get all their money taken, like Strong
Have
did.
you, have you heard of his street taco initiative? I think you might be
Get a
interested.
vendor.
STI.
Now he gets. Now,
And then I also have 43
Smoot gets
jewel
us to
assessed
recruit
gems
2 more
worth 4K each.
each. Those 2 people.
Does include
It's a Ziggurat scheme.
possibly.
You get to keep
use
10%
if you wanted,
of the
or-
people below you make.
Probably.
Sure.
If we
It's an expensive sapphire.
actually a
You can probably
taco
find a
scheme.
cheaper one.
Taco pyramid.
Well, we'd only need that
There
if
is
we
a
were
jeweler
venturing into
hotel.
water.
Yeah.
The step pyramid.
If we wanted to avoid a fight, unless you guys would rather fight and not spend money.
I think. So what would be the advantage of spending money? What is the biggest thing we would get from that?
I think that the upside of it is we wouldn't have to try to sneak in.
Well, we won't. We don't need to, because as far as we know, the vault's not here.
Well, no, if we wanted to help the hill. Well, if we don't do something for the Minotaurs,
Yeah,
we can't pass in their land.
and their land is all of this, or just the mine?
I'm assuming it's more than just the mine.
There is inside Area 1
Yeah.
does connect to Area 2, and that's what they've been talking about this whole time.
Okay.
Is that there's a way from 1 to 2,
Two.
and
Okay.
that area is in the south.
So I'm saying if we're going after the vault, and the vault's not even there, we don't need to pay them. We don't need to mess with them anymore.
But if we can get to Mine Shaft 2 from 1,
Why do we need to go to Mine Shaft 2?
because that's where the mint for the coins might be.
I thought the mint was in the village.
There's
No,
Well, there's the mint,
there's
and
a
then there's where
mintery,
they're
but that's not.
Yeah.
coinery in
They're
the
being
village.
cursed in here.
The cursed mint is.
Remember,
Oh, okay.
dead bodies
Cursed,
went into
yes.
2,
That's
cursed
right.
coins came out.
Okay. So then, okay, now I understand.
in the mines
that
or
makes
not
sense.
in the
Okay.
mines?
Not in the mines.
Okay.
In the territory south of here
Where
on the
Harpies are.
land. Yeah.
Okay, then that. Yeah, it might be better just to pay them instead of fight. And if they don't like the elves, then they would be less inclined to tell them, hey, we just let 2 guys in, or we let 4 or 5 people in.
That too.
I guess flip that around. I guess south would be where the north is.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
you'd
okay.
be going into the entrance that would lead to there.
So is the Harpies territories mine too?
He
Or
said
in
the
between
Harpies
somewhere.
territory is on the way to the south. That he would be able to escort you up to the Harpies territory, but not beyond.
Oh,
Harpies
okay.
up there.
So,
So-
wait, is it in the mine? I'm sorry.
So
maybe
the
I was
Harpies
just-
underground too.
He spoke as if the Harpies were also in the mine.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but-
okay. I'm just
but
misunderstood.
He
Okay.
himself can only get to a part of it, and that the mines themselves are a labyrinth, meaning they probably go
Everywhere.
everywhere, maybe even to the Underdark.
So then that would be the benefit of doing something.
Then
for
they
them.
could guide us.
Yeah.
Okay.
The alternate would be you'd have to get into mine 2 past the golem that has the auto detect.
And we have enough to pay. The 3 of us do.
Yeah, it's easy to.
Although you
Pay
just
through.
give us 19, we could just contribute a little bit.
What?
Because how much you have 19,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, just you contribute 19,000, we'll contribute what?
A Laurel and Hardy handshake.
There you go, yeah.
The bag only has to have like 5
That's
cents.
Right.
5K.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we
So
had.
like, what do you want 19?
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah,
just
well,
pay
that's
them.
what we want
I thought we were
19.
going to pay them the 30,000.
No, they didn't demand that. I mean,
No.
that's an option, but no.
You guys rolled really well. If you rolled a really
You're feeling
well, you would
altruistic
have grabbed
all
a
of a
bigger
sudden.
bag.
No, yeah, just pay them your 5. Or from the ship.
Captain, you got this, right?
Some of us aren't made of money, Toast.
Well, the ship is, though, isn't it?
Don't you have
I
like
was gonna say,
5,000
I'm pretty
wooden
sure
coins?
he's made of money too.
How much are those scales? Let's take off 5,000 of them. I'm not made of money. My wife gives me a nice allowance, bucko.
I mean, I'm willing to contribute some of my meager funds towards
Your
it
wife
if we
is a
all
sugar
want to
bubble.
contribute.
That's fine.
Like,
Don't.
seas sugar.
But she's made of
You
sugar.
need to hold
she
on
will
to what
melt
you
if
have.
pour water on her.
Yeah, she'll turn
If
into
you
salt.
insist,
She'll turn into a
Jeff,
dragon.
Buy a nicer outfit.
I'm in disguise.
Disguise.
Borrow this from
Sugar.
Shut up.
Made of
Thank you.
sugar.
Anyway, so
Let's pay, 5,000.
Yeah.
while you guys discuss
to
what
that.
to pay,
Take from the ship.
unless you guys want to just do that instead of going to the tower, or
I mean, which I'm down for, but at that point, I feel that we should probably, join up together if we're going into the mine and going somewhere.
Oh yeah,
If we want to skip other people's and just skip to the mine and go that way, I'm down for
we
that.
can do that too.
Because if we are doing that, then I'm just not going to leave the mine. I'll just wait for you guys here, so I don't have to try to sneak twice.
oh, okay, I'm down for that. So you're not going to the police station. You're not going to the Flying Eyes,
I
then.
don't know if I should. I don't want them to get suspicious when I don't
It's-
show up.
Whatever you guys want to do.
They were
I
going
am-
to kill you
I am
already.
down
What part
for
are you
whatever.
worried about?
Yeah.
That they'd come look for me.
Okay.
Oh, because they didn't kill me.
In lieu of going to the murderous adventuring party that did rob you the
Yeah.
other day, and going to speak to the sheriff before you guys loot the town,
You know what?
I'm sure that
We didn't
I'll
tell you
skip
that
this
part
time
yet.
it's going to turn out better.
I know you. I know you.
If you do exactly the same thing, it'll come out better this time.
Yeah, if we're able
I'm
to
thinking-
get into mine too before, because it's nighttime that the Flying Eyes go to
Yes, it's nighttime. The flying eyes go into Mine Shaft 2 around 8 o'clock, and they leave at 10 o'clock with
So
a
your
cart
buddy's
full of gold.
So meet your buddies there.
Yeah, maybe I'll,
They
yeah.
show up. You're like, "Hi guys."
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'll do? I'll just send them. I'll send a
Get
note.
in there early,
Thanks,
so
guys,
you
for
can
the party.
look around to try to find anything, and
Also, I thought you changed your
possibly
disguise.
stage an ambush to.
I was
if
going
we need
to.
Dear Eye Flyer, stop.
So you came in at what time? You came in around.
It would have been. What did we say? Like, so it
So
was
the
11
earliest-
when you guys were going to go, right?
Yeah, the earliest
Yeah,
you're gonna be
the
able to
shift
get there and
change.
be able to do a long rest before you kid would have been 7.
Okay, I was
You would
going to
have
say
woke
like
up at 6 and then like on at 7. So it would be about 8 o'clock at this point. Says you snuck in, you talked to the Minotaurs, you kind of had to wait for an opportune time to maybe find like a shift in the rotation to. Are you going to sneak out and try to go in through the water, or are you just going to wait for everyone else?
I'm
to
just
come
going to wait there unless you guys decide that the water route is the best route.
The loo would be if you went the water route, you wouldn't have to sneak past the guards. The downside is you have no idea where you're going to end up at. He just said that it's somewhere off to the east. It's the alternate entrance. But also, if you don't pay him and he sees you in there,
Right.
but I mean, it's your guys' thing.
Yeah.
So,
I'm only letting you know your character.
are you guys skipping the tower then?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will skip the. I'll send like a note. Not feeling great. Thanks for the party last night. Catch you guys later.
Okay. Who do you give the note to?
Is there like a?
My people will call your people.
Is there? I wonder if there's like they have is there a courier service or something?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of street. There's a lot of kids here
Yeah.
who don't have parental supervision all
I'll
the time
find
because
a
their
child.
parents work. Okay, so you,
Send a child.
Yeah,
Deliver a
boy.
message to the murderous werewolf.
Boy, send this message to the eye people at the tavern.
oh, the flying eyes.
Yes.
They're my heroes.
Yes,
I
they
should
are.
get an autograph.
Yes, you should. Here's 5 copper for your trouble, and if you make it back quickly, I'll give you another 5.
Of course. My name's Erickson. What's your name?
My name is Bernard Toast.
Bernard Toast.
Bernie. I was hanging out with him.
You're one of the flying eyes.
Yes, I am.
You're one of my heroes.
Yep.
I want to be just like you when I grow up.
Toast is gonna try really hard not to burst out with like so much yeah.
Sinister laughter.
A little 6-year-old kid goes running off.
Now go town, run on the wings of Zephyr. I don't know, name a wind god. I don't care.
Well, I know it's going to be in the crate later tonight. Anyway,
Everything I touch dies. Not me though. So it's
Especially small
okay.
children.
I'm just kidding. Well, maybe.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I didn't see the dice roll, so I don't know what happens.
all right. So, what's your guys' plan? Are you guys sneaking in, or are you guys going under the wall?
Probably gonna sneak in to meet you, right?
Sneak in.
Yeah, we'll still wait until the shift change around 11, and
Yeah.
if we can.
So, since you're waiting for the shift change around 11, the DC is less. The guard captain is there, but he doesn't have his gem.
Good. I can
So-
upcast invisibility
Oh,
to.
that'll be helpful.
While I'm there, just waiting, I'm gonna help the Minotaur dig through some of the ore and stuff.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
Is this one good,
Pick
Dad?
up like the
Is this one?
topazes he throws away and put them in the bag to start.
12.
Look, heavy copper.
Well, you're able to find there's a lot of gems, right? So they're specifically going in an area where there's a lot of gems, and a lot of petrified body parts. So you'll just see like every once in a while, like there's a petrified person in there, and they're like wearing a necklace, and they're like trying to just rip the necklace off the petrified body.
Like petrified is in. They were there when
Exceptionally lifelike statues.
Like Pompeii.
So like they saw Medusa and she turned him into stone.
Like Pompeii.
Unbelievably lifelike.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Like
Ah,
Pompeii.
yeah, Pompeii was a Medusa, yes.
It was a Medusa.
You're able to learn those came from the south.
Good. Super.
Okay.
One looks like Scarlet.
How'd she get here?
So if I like headgear to like
Drop
hide
off
my
right
elven ears, so
Yeah. Roll me an Arcana check.
Wait, did you say you're gonna hide your ears?
find like a hat or something. Natural one.
I just
It's got
imagine-
specific
I imagine
ear holes
Star
in it.
Trek. We're gonna go back and he
You put a
You
thing around
cast
his
some
head.
visibility. There's no issue. That just would have been a bonus to the skill check. Everyone, feel free to roll a sleight of hand, a stealth, or a deception check with advantage, since you are invisible.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self and make myself look like Tombs.
We're also
Okay.
invisible as we sneak in.
Well, so then when we drop the
Sleight of
invisibility,
hand,
I'll disguise
stealth,
myself
or
as Tombs.
deception.
or
and
deception
advantage.
with advantage.
Sleight of hand, deception,
Okay.
stealth. Stealth. Oh wait,
And we have a
Jeez.
choice.
You get
Yeah.
a choice.
Oh, my rolls
Okay.
tonight are well.
So if I already have disadvantage on one of those, I would just straight roll then.
You would have been a straight roll, yeah.
Okay, then I'm not doing that.
Not using that die anymore.
Okay.
King froze. You're coming in. Mm-mm.
Glad I had advantage.
So, Johnny,
13.
That was like me that last time.
Hey.
I had advantage.
Okay.
I rolled 2 16s. It was great.
26 stuff.
26. Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
19 deception.
19 deception.
19 deception.
You guys bypassed it by 6. You guys did very well
Good
through
visibility.
stealth, sleight of hand,
Nobody saw me
deception.
trip over my
You're able to
own
like
feet,
make a
right.
bird noise, and he kind of like looks over the other way. You're able to
Seagull,
throw a
underground.
rock. You're able to like sneak past very carefully, and you guys don't make any noise nor leave any footprints that can be seen
Oh.
over this dusty terrain. You're able to sneak in, and of course you see your friend waiting by one of the cave entrances in the corner.
Whom?
I'll introduce the group to the chief. Say, these are my friends. They are going to.
You turn visible.
Yeah, don't you see, my friend?
They're here.
Yes, they'll drop the invisibility.
Just turn around. No, just turn around. Don't show up. Just turn around.
I've known them for a while. They're here.
Excellent. He's speaking abyssal, by the way.
Tongues.
Okay, Thomas.
Always tongues.
Do you have money,
Yes, we do.
Oh, I speak this one too.
or are you going to kill the giants?
We're going to give you the money.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have the bag and we'll.
Yeah, I'll fund it.
And then I'll
Just take it
cinch
from
it
the
up
ship.
and I'll go and hand it to Minotaur.
I'm not at the ship, am I?
Well, take
He
it
puts
out
it on a
of yours
weighing
and then
machine,
deduct it from the ship
looks
as a
the weight.
payment. Deduct it for
Takes off.
costs.
All right, that's good. Anyway, you can make it past our area. Our areas are
Give it to yourself as a quarter in bonus. Done.
15, 16.
Is it pre-tax or?
That's probably pre-tax.
Okay.
Wait, we don't pay taxes. What the hell? Wait a minute. We're conscious pirates.
We're pirates, not barbarians.
We don't mess with the
If you
IRS.
see a Minotaur, he reaches over and he grabs you guys like an iron pin and puts it on each of you. Has my smell on it. If any of my people see you, they'll let you up. We inhabit the caves from here,
It's like
the direct west and the south. Obviously, the caves on the other side of those steps is where we're no longer in there because the
Harpies.
hill giants are in there. So he's going to, I guess if I was to draw this out, he basically is able to tell you that so these are the steps leading down. Sorry, I'm a terrible artist. Leading down. There's a door over here and a door over here, right? You guys went through here. This one is closed. the giants are on this side of the door. Okay? You are in a big, kind of like squarish, kind of rough cut area. In this area, this is where he is, and you guys are. He tells you that this area off to the side over here, and this area down here is theirs. But anything beyond that is not theirs. You guys know that to the south is where the entrance is, so it's south of here.
You mean north?
I guess north, but yeah. Well, let's just reorient.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Pretend this is flipped the other way.
Yep, gotcha now.
South of here is where somehow the entrance is down that way. Where he doesn't know. But the Minotaurs are in these areas. I'm a terrible artist.
This is the worst game of Pictionary ever.
There you go.
He keeps telling us what it is.
Keep telling us what it is.
Don't say a word that starts with M. Minotaur.
Can we tell? No, that doesn't look like one. No, I don't see it. No, that's.
And I think that is.
It's like a
So what
toast.
we have here is looks like you have minotaurs in your lungs. And yeah, we're gonna have to go in and take those
here.
out.
No,
That'll hurt. Oh gosh.
Sorry.
To take those out for you.
So,
They start reproducing. You're gonna be in a world of hurt. It's just gonna get worse from here if we don't take those minotaurs out.
Yeah. Minotaurs are duodenum.
probably should have printed off this.
Yeah, that acid reflux. Yeah, that's minotaurs.
They'll jackknife in their lower intestine and
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bobby had some of those a couple.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
There is a napalm.
Oh yeah. Lots of napalm. Big buckets of it. You can get that down at Harry's Hardware if you want. I know his sister. I'll give you a discount.
Yeah.
These Minotaurs are very curious folk.
That's so minotaur.
Past this area, they're not able to escort
like the
you.
Vikings
So
for some
anything
reason.
past this point is not their territory.
No. Yeah, that's out of bounds.
I think. Let me just make sure.
That's Wisconsin.
Yes.
That damn Peckus.
Yeah. Don't want them in Minotaur country.
So, what do you guys do? You guys going the way of the giants, or are you guys going through that way?
Going southwards
Yeah, through the Minotaurs?
through
The one with less giants.
Yes.
Then,
Minotaur land.
Then this
Pay
is
them off
your
and go kill the
option
giants.
A.
what?
Pay
Down,
them off and then go kill the giants for fun.
down into Harpy country.
That one's on the house.
Or hear me out. We pay the giants to kill the Minotaurs. We see who wins. Whoever wins, we get. Whoever loses, we take that losing side's money.
Okay. So you guys go into into that area.
Yep. To go
Okay.
to F.
So as you make it past several different areas, there's you would guess there's about 14 or 15 Minotaurs that live in this communal area. These lower areas are fairly large, and you notice in this area it actually goes deeper. Right, there is a floating piece of rock, and off on the sides there seems to be like handholds, and the Minotaurs seem to be able to go down deeper into the mines.
Oh, wow.
So this area right here seems to go into the Underdark, but they literally have to climb down. The Minotaurs seem to be extremely good climbers, almost as if they themselves have spider climb. And they climb down the mountain face into the black darkness in this area over here. You make your way past, there seems to be some big glyph and a ritualistic circle. There seems to be some kind of prayer area where they're praying to a floating black piece of crystal. And through here seems to be a dumping ground for ore, and they just seem to be sifting through ore that eventually they seem to be taking over towards the chieftain to look over to take out the gems.
Can I use the gems to pay the elves?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. This area right here leads into a dark shaft. What is your marching order, and what are you guys doing? You are now in a dungeon. Maybe there'll be a dragon.
I said I was ready for dragons, but not dungeons.
Well,
It's not a dungeon. It's just an oddly well built tunnel, utility
yes,
access tunnel.
It's a finely furnished tunnel.
It's an underground throughway.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's a
Someone
Ysarian
can
thing.
cast light,
What's
right? I can see fine.
I can see fine.
Pretty sure I can too.
I think we all, except
I have dark
I have dark
I was
vision.
gonna say I think we all can. We're pretty good.
Now it leads
So it'll be
into
dim.
it leads into darkness, right? So what dark vision does?
Yeah.
It doesn't turn darkness to like low light, right? You need some light. It turns low light into light, right? And then darkness is just considered dark, so you're at disadvantage.
Well then I can, if you want, I can cast light, or I can put on my helmet of brilliance, but I'd rather not.
Or you can just have a light candle light, and that'll act as like a radius. It's just
Like-
whatever you want to do.
I'll do this. I'll put light on.
Some of you can see in perfect darkness, so it's not even an issue.
I'll do 5 stones of light. I'll pick up 5 stones, bam, 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 light, on
Okay,
each
you,
one,
you,
and I'll hand them to
you can
everybody.
only have one source of light at a time via the light spell. It says
Oh.
that even at the bottom. It's the last line.
Yep. So I'll do 1 then.
Okay.
Picks 5 stones and he ties them into the big ball of stones.
Dancing lights does 3 different
That's right. I
sets
don't have that one.
of lights.
I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Foresight. I'll take the lead in our marching order.
Foresight and in the lead. So we have the front of the lead. You have a source of light.
I'll take after you second.
Okay. Second. Okay. Third. Okay. Any fourths?
I'll
Fourth.
do
Okay. Fifth.
fourth.
Okay.
And Charlie.
Doesn't your sensor light up or your sword?
No.
And
Preemptively
preemptively cast mage armor on myself just in case we run into
You
any
had a flaming
trouble.
sword.
But what are the odds of that happening?
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, I think we'll be
Oh,
We turned that in, remember?
that's right. Yeah.
It's not like there's harpies in here or anything.
Yeah. Possibly.
No, harpies,
more.
no. Red pterodactyls, maybe.
Plesiosaurs? Ooh, we're
Most
screwed.
definitely. Look out for hummingbirds and butterflies. Sure sign of vampires.
Okay.
Flaming giraffes.
What you guys see
That's if we were.
as you go through perfect darkness, you actually see through this halfway into this this long tunnel is no, you can see through magical darkness, so you can actually see through. So there's a permanent darkness spell that is in the middle of this this hallway. You can see through it as you do look past the as you do look past the magical darkness into the next room. You see past the magical darkness. Flame dances above a pool of murky water to the south of the room that seems to light the room. The very light, purplish light. In the center of the room, there's sarcophagus carved from glassy black stone that stands above the natural pedestal towards the north of the room. The sarcophagus has fluted embellishments, delicate ribs, and phrases that show groveling demons before a dwarf in black armor, but this dwarf seems to be roll me an investigation check yourself as you're kind of looking at
Must
this.
not high five statue. Dwarves are the best. Just putting that out there.
14.
14.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that.
I'm better at history.
From Minnesota.
No, 14 was good enough. You recognize, you see demons bowing before a dwarf in blackish plate depicted on the sarcophagus, and he seems to be He seems to be have a ball and chain,
It
right,
is him.
tied to his foot with a glowing, with an actual emerald to represent whatever is tied to his foot.
Our dear friend from the Orcus fight.
This appears to be his sarcophagus.
Oh, that dwarf. Yes,
Yeah.
from the orchid. Yes, I'm sorry. From
The
the
one
orchid.
who fucked us up
Oh, the
bad.
fight we just had.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Not Krasdak. Not
the-
not the.
Past the
Yeah.
glowing pool, there is another. It curves so you can't see beyond it because you haven't walked into the room yet. Appears to be another thing of physical darkness that you can see through that probably goes into another room to the south. So as you're looking into, so you are looking into the room. Immediately in front of you is the sarcophagus in the middle of the room. Just to the south of there is that pool of glowing purple light, and then to the just a little bit more south of that is the cave entrance that seems to go down this way, and you see like black darkness there that you can see beyond. But I mean, you haven't physically you're here, and it's like you haven't physically turned enough. Walked into the room. You haven't walked into the room yet.
The purple glowing is in the darkness?
You are here without walking into the room. The room curves off to the side. Purple glowing water, sarcophagus.
Oh,
See, the room is physically turned like you can't see beyond the
Yeah, we gotta
look
move in.
through physical stone, and there's darkness here and darkness here. Everyone else, if you can't see through magical darkness, you
Nope.
can't see past it.
No.
But you can, so that's what you're looking at.
move into the room. Captain! Oh wait, I'm tombs. Captain.
Do it.
There we move into the room.
Sneak pie somehow.
Going to need
What
to
the
move
hell?
ahead with the
What's
utmost
wrong with
caution.
you?
That dwarf
They
with the
hate
shackle that we
elves.
saw with those orcuses
So I can't be
appears to
one.
actually be buried here.
Oh,
I'm tombs. Smooth.
Okay.
So are we defiling a tomb?
We're gonna.
Nice.
That's what I said to Marilyn.
So, let me know what you do.
Right
Standing
before-
by.
Did I Cleveland Steve on my chest?
Captain, what do we do? What do your snake eyes see?
Just told you.
Yeah, but it's like
Did you say that demons praying to, or
They seem to be bowing before this figure. So, like the sarcophagus is obviously a dwarven sarcophagus made of black obsidian stone,
and it's
and
standing
there
up.
are, and it is a standing up sarcophagus,
Cool.
and it is it has these neat little decorations of demons bowing before a dwarven lord raised up in victory, but also like falling from grace at the same time. And he seems to be that same dwarf you had fought before, definitely because he has that ball and chain at his foot. And there is a physical jewel that represents it in. So it's all black obsidian except for like one green jewel.
I'm gonna cast glibness,
Oh,
Okay.
and I'm going to.
I mean, shit's getting real.
yeah. How he succeeds.
In case he comes out, I'm gonna dispel the darkness in this room.
So you cast Dispel Magic. Make me an Arcana check to see if you can get both of them.
Whoa.
Arcana?
Yeah.
It's the third one down. See how hopeful I can be?
19?
19. Okay, so just with a 19, you are able to you're able to get this one, but not this one all the way down here. This one kind of obscures this area, but it's to the way south. So that one's gone. You can now, everyone can see clearly into the room.
Whoa!
As if you parted a curtain before you.
Oh, wow.
So, let's proceed carefully and try not to wake that. I'd rather not tangle with him again.
Okay. So don't touch the sarcophagus, don't touch the water.
Don't drink the water.
Would I know anything Arcana-wise, like as far as tombs like this? Any like
Hello?
enchantments or just not you? Like if there's anything about like enchanted tombs where it
thank you.
might raise somebody up, or even possibly what might stop someone from being risen?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah, did you just turn off the magic that's keeping this thing asleep?
He wakes up. Ah, yes.
Yeah, wait a minute.
It's not a great night for me, but that's still 16.
Hand reaches out looking for the
16.
snooze button.
16.
Ah.
You know a little bit about tombs. I would say your character, just because of the recent fight that's been happening recently, especially with the creature you had fought before, you had maybe been researching it, maybe by thinking like, okay, next time we fight this guy, we'll know it. You know that his cursed sarcophagus is supposed to be in Khazad-dûm.
Oh.
This is not Khazad-dûm, but that's it.
Real sarcophagus, wrong place.
Yes. So, I'm...
And you know it's probably warded, but the ward's normally in like the area it's in, and that tomb is just like
Just
the
turn it off.
sarcophagus is here. But it's odd. It doesn't fit in this room. This is rough cut stone all around you. It looks like it was transported here, like almost instantaneously. Like it does not belong in this room.
Why?
So, seems my soon-to-be father-in-law has his fingers in many pies, it seems.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should make note of this location, but move on.
Avoid disturbing the tomb. Keep a wide berth.
And the water. As we pass by the water, still, like mirror still, or is it?
Yeah, it's like it's a beautiful mirror like sheen as you kind of are you investigating the water?
You know what I am, because I want to see if it looks somewhere else.
So you guys have walked into the room.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll walk into the room.
Yeah, I would
Like
like.
keeping a berth from the sarcophagus?
Yeah, not approaching it.
But I want to.
Yeah, look, give me an investigation check on the water.
About as wide of a berth as we can.
18.
I feel like it's some sort of cellular device I could snap a
18.
picture of just for proof.
That's not water. That is literally, it looks like it's water, but actually just drops off into the astral realm.
Oh.
Oh.
That is literally an opening in reality
Oh, wow.
that just drops off into the astral realm. Like you saw, like it looks like there's sparkles.
Yeah.
Those are distant stars. You would fall into the astral realm.
Everyone,
Grab Johnny.
but Mr. Decadic especially, that's an opening to the astral realm. Not a water. I'm gonna just kind of scoot back a little bit.
Yes, it's interesting.
Captain, why don't you get a closer look? Just reach out over there and see what
We
you
have-
see.
It would be a minor
Sarcophagus,
inconvenience.
and this be the means that this dead dwarven king uses to go places like Joso.
Do we know that the Dwarven King teleports around?
If he could use it to, per se.
If
Because we fought him in Joso and we're quite a ways away from there.
Yes.
Orcus,
Sarcophagus
one
is
of those
here.
Orcuses just summoned him last time.
someone must need this.
But I would, suspect that's how this got here.
Is there any way to close it?
I would ask the magic dude.
Powerful dispel magic, maybe?
Either Tom or Johnny, either of you can make a Arcana check.
Go for it.
Sure, my rolls have not been great tonight. Even with my bonus to Arcana, it's...
Okay, I will do it then.
Just because it was so far down. I can't reach for it.
Ooh, nice. 27.
Nice!
A use of a plane shift spell could dispel this this either plane shift or the gate spell. Either could be used to dispel this opening in this distortion between the planes.
Hey, you can do that.
It's similar to kind of like a dispel magic, but you're reinforcing planar magic here, where this seems to be awakening of the gauntlet between the two realms.
Damn. Shut the. So you can shut the door.
I wonder if we should press on and just see what else is here first and
Yes.
can come back and
Yeah.
seal
Good
this up.
point.
Just in case, do that and
Yeah.
someone in the next room is like, who just shut off the portal?
God damn it, I was watching the game!
I leave the room for 5 minutes and I can't even.
Dwarf comes back from his bathroom break.
What the hell?
So you guys are walking in
We're
past
gonna
the darkness
go
of
to the
next
next
room?
one.
Yeah. We'll give it.
I was watching that.
Watching the two sarcophagus behind us as we go
So I can
through.
describe what
It's
it
not
looks like.
opening, not opening.
I was gonna like. If it was water, I'd be like, oh, let's throw something in and see what happens.
I was watching that game.
See if there's any cards in this little pool.
Gonna leave an arcane eye in the room near the exit we go out for fun.
An arcane eye and the exit near the room?
Yep.
So you're
No
just
cards,
leaving an
just
arcane eye
Comes
here?
next
Yeah.
place.
Okay.
What color is it?
Okay. It lasts for an hour, so.
As long as I
As long
don't,
as
until I
you
drop
need to.
concentration, just keeping an eye on things.
Funny.
Thank you.
So funny.
I mean, is Strom in the gym? Does he still have his deck of many things?
He's in there.
He's learning how to play solitaire right
Yeah.
Sadly,
That is painful.
sadly the deck of many things when you did do that did disappear.
now.
Yeah, it goes away.
One game of solitaire.
Yep.
Gone.
Gone. So I'm just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah,
Counting my swords.
1, 2, 7,329, 7,330.
Oh, I lost
Okay.
count.
Just so I'm describing the room, you guys can
That's Abby. You apologize to Slicey. You hurt his feelings the other day.
He's drawn
Okay.
faces.
If you guys are ready,
Yeah.
Poor creature.
Getting sand in a Maledic room.
Okay. A stone ziggurat capped by a huge, another coffin made of black garnet sits atop this gigantic ziggurat that seems to be decorated by many snake-like figures praying before on a black ziggurat. It seems to be some kind of large stone black obsidian coffin. There is a crown made of black jade that sits upon the top of it, just placed on top, that
I
does
didn't wanna
glow with this
Put it on
horrid
really bad.
purple light.
Praise you.
The ziggurat, the coffin itself is decorated by sigils of Set.
Hey! That's your dude.
You see, there seems to be on the ziggurat itself does seem to be from where that coffin is. Seems to be leaking blood, like little streams of blood seem to leak down and just kind of come down the sides of the ziggurat. And as soon as they touch the ground, they seems to just be absorbed by the ground itself, as if it's going back to the inn and it's continually
an
flowing
infinity fountain.
pool. But just like leaking, not like it's like gushing, but like little streams of blood just coming from the top, wherever that other coffin is.
Any chance I would know who this Quicksilent is?
There'll be a roll in a second. There's more happening.
Oh boy.
On all sides of this, there are 3 more breaks in reality that seem to be just in this room itself, that seem to lead off into the astral realm here. You, sir, get to make a history check with advantage, since you are a lord.
And you were paying attention all those times in history class that one day. That's why you get the advantage.
Wow. 15.
15.
Yep, this is you from the future.
Or it's Sessiva.
Oh my god,
Okay.
it's Arbok.
Zarbok from the future.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
This is Okay. Somebody pronounce this for me. T-E-L
T-E-L
C-E-Z
C-E-Z
A-L
A-L
C-O.
C-O.
The
Telgazalco.
25th. What is that?
Telgazalco.
I would say, yeah. Unless you're doing the
Telezalco.
Telkazalco.
Zalco.
Telsasako, the 25th. The Blood River. He was the last king of the inexexual empire of the serpent folk, before he was overthrown by the Quixavia family. So he was the last true king ordained by Set himself. Set himself used to ordain the kings of butchering names, the INANTZICATL.
Oh, Exotal.
Exotal.
Inexotal.
Inexotal.
It's a
Those
yeah,
are
it's like
those are the people before you were the Quixavans
yeah.
that he ruled. After that, his maidens then ordained the next king or queen of the peoples, who of course are those serpentine night nagas.
Interesting. I might have to look that. I need to get my language book out again.
Anyway,
I gotta say, this might be the worst place we've ever been.
here's the thing: just with a 15, that thing should be in the capital, because his tomb is cursed, and he's like a mummy.
Oh, it's your mom.
His tomb's right there, like it's sitting on top of his royal ziggurat, which was rumored to always leak the blood of the constant sacrifices that were made to him.
Captain, do you want to explain this?
As you do look up towards the top of the area now, you do see, because you have the vision ability, invisible will-o-wisps seem to just kind of be dancing around, screaming in tormented pain as sacrifice souls to him, bound in the service. Oh, and the cave does go off the other.
So we basically stumbled upon Napoleon's tomb after walking past the petrified body of Lenin in the other room.
Yeah.
You're starting to see a pattern, and it's terrifying.
I don't like it.
I'm starting to think Navius might secretly be the real final boss of this campaign, guys.
This is probably more like Genghis's tomb.
Or Ivan the Terrible.
I mean, Napoleon still had some redeeming qualities.
Well, the French still like him. For better or worse, he is in our guts, as they say in France.
I will not
No, they mean like in their
have the
soul and
magical
body.
ability
They are
to
whole.
dispel all of these darknesses.
Like, because he was, even though he was an Italian.
Well, let's just say there's another
Yeah,
very
let's go.
powerful
Hey guys.
undead in there.
On par with
What
the
is?
King
Did you turn off the magical darkness?
Not
and
in this
stuff?
room.
Okay, so we can't see this.
Correct.
As long as the darkness is only in the hallway, so
Oh,
Oh, okay. I
so as soon as you
misunderstood that.
walk through, because you can't, basically it's preventing you from seeing the next room.
Okay.
oh,
Yeah.
For most people, except for your
Fog
Okay.
walls and
I misunderstood that. Okay.
You want to take back the dispel from earlier? Or?
Honestly, yeah. If that's how I
Okay.
thought it was in
You
the
could-
room
you could take
itself.
back
Yeah,
that
but it's just the
dispel.
entrance.
okay. So we stepped through, and we're now in this room with you.
Yeah.
It's like,
And the rest of this room doesn't match it. It's as if the ziggurat was teleported here. Like, the ground even looks displaced, right? It's like rough stone, so like this looks like it was a mining area, and then all of a sudden, this horrid but beautifully made ziggurat that leaks blood is in the middle of here.
And we have these holes to the astral.
Surrounded by little holes in reality.
So someone is meshing these two realities, and then meshing the other two in there.
Wait, Subway and Quick Stop, you check to see if one of their pyramids has been clipped from the top. It's missing.
Yeah, it looks like we have
I swear that was taller.
I'll be right back. I need to pee. You guys
we have loading
loading
errors.
Flat on top.
Somebody stole the torch from the Statue of Liberty.
Wait a minute. So we have the statue we have the sarcophagus of a dwarf. Is he a dwarf?
Dwarf King.
Dwarf king,
Ancient dwarf king.
ancient dwarf king, and a statue sarcophagus of a snake king as well, a Quicksavan king.
Not a quick.
Not Quicksilver. Not Quicksilver.
What is he?
A
then?
pre-Quicksilver.
The race before.
In Enzico.
Quicksilver.
But he's still Yuan-ti, right?
Yuan-ti, yes.
Yuan-ti, gotcha.
Quicksilvers are Yuan-ti, not all Yuan-ti are Quicksilvers.
Gotcha.
Racist.
I'm Spring Court, I don't care. Well, I'm Goblin Court now, I don't care.
Goblin D's nuts.
No! That joke never gets old!
So if the Minotaurs didn't come past here because they thought it was Harpy territory, this doesn't look very Harpy territory.
No, so then what made them think it was harpies then? Did they hear noise?
Is he lying to you?
He might have
He
been.
didn't seem smart enough to lie.
Maybe he was that good at pretending.
It's possible.
So we haven't seen any.
Because I am not really Tombs. You know that, right?
What?
There's no like feathers around or anything that shows any
Oh
sign
god,
of
this is
herpes.
going to be hard to talk about later.
No.
Talk to the
It's a finely opened room, right? You see a couple ore veins.
Ooh.
Maybe a silver vein. I'd say there would be a silver vein in here.
But
yeah, no anything. Actually, you probably see the remnants of a golden branch near the top, right?
Oh.
I think the pyramid opened a vein.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Kind of makes me wonder then, yeah, what could have happened to open up the gold trees that they found?
Well, ideally, this is guarding your vault that we're looking for. Can't imagine why else these would be here.
You think it would be this and not the dwarf sarcophagus?
Yeah.
This passage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Continues onward, I see.
And
It's-
not touch anything?
No.
Do not touch, and
My thinking is this is the vault. Each one of these is just a part of the vault.
It's not a bad thought.
Like that's where he keeps the dwarf king statue. This is where he keeps the old snake king statue.
Is there
Like these are galleries of his vault.
any evidence of harpies?
No evidence of harpies.
No evidence.
We don't hear noises. We don't. Okay.
Footprints, feathers,
No.
nothing.
Stuff they would have eaten.
It is actually awkwardly dark in here. The darkness does prevent noise from other rooms from coming in. So the only thing you hear when you step in here, it is so quiet in here, you hear your own feet as you walk through here.
Okay.
And you also notice that the ground here is not been disturbed
Yeah.
for quite a while. You do notice old hoof prints, really old hoof prints that had walked through here at one point. But nothing else has gone.
and they
into
keep
here for quite a
going?
while. Yeah, they're just random hoof prints and then they're gone.
No.
The only apparent exit appears to be off to the side where I have that drawn.
Let's go that way.
let's see what's behind door number 3.
Take this opportunity to point out to you all that I don't have my teleport helm equipped today. So if we do have to get out in a hurry, we're gonna get plane shifted to Gehenna.
I thought you were gonna
About nerd.
You're all going to hell.
Because what's worse than the situation we're currently in?
Okay.
I thought you were gonna do like now. Everyone, I want you to stop while he gives like the tour.
Okay. So you're going into the next room.
As you notice,
Very
this statue
cautiously, yes.
should not be here, but let's talk about it.
All right. There's
Yeah, either there's boundless treasure in with these guys, or
I'm thinking that these are the galleries of his vault. That he made some deal, and that this is why he's able to pull these in here.
I meant to do that.
Good choice.
These are good.
Oh yeah, better than the ones I brought, which were of dubious nature. They're not too crumbly.
I think we found Orcus's private collection.
I think you're right. God, we find this stuff from the ship. That was stolen. Oh, God!
Look, this
Provax's
room.
horn is down here somehow.
This room, it's
He's
Provax's.
trying. Hey, God! Oh no!
So, magical darkness.
Oh, Captain!
Magical darkness.
Oh, that's you again.
Magical darkness.
You get what I was gonna say.
Magical darkness.
And that too.
In the center of the room,
Magical darkness.
giant coffin with an eye. A singular eye.
The leader of the floating eyes.
All right. You guys ready for the description?
Yes, we walk into La Chambra. La Chambra de Pipi. What?
Okay. In the middle of this, so this is another carved area that has many tunnels that kind of lead off. There are there are 4 different tunnels that lead off from this area. In the middle of this chamber is a statue depicting a large, giant-like figure holding a singular staff in his right hand, this long, decorative staff that seems to have an eye atop it. It is the figure itself is a large giant that has a singular eye in the middle of their head, basically a cyclops. And he seems to be standing proud, and he's standing obscenely still, and it's very. Roll me somebody who was in that fight. Roll me an investigation that wants to, and the other person roll a. Does anybody have smithing or masonry?
I have masonry.
Go ahead and roll me a masonry check. So that'd be intelligence plus proficiency for you, Matt, and whoever else was in the Orcus fight.
That's right.
Can
So
roll
this is our other
investigation.
Cyclops summoned from that Orcus fight. Nito.
Oh, are these characters weren't in that?
I'll roll investigation.
So
for
you're
that.
rolling the investigation.
You were there.
14 for masonry.
I thought you
14.
meant the other team was.
25.
No,
25.
The Orcus fight
Cool.
that we were at recently.
Somebody already rolled before you.
No, I was just doing something else.
Okay. I don't mind if you wanted to roll, but.
No, I was doing something else. You're fine.
Okay. Okay, give me a moment. So, yes, Johnny, this is Korjak, Jarl of Dregenheim.
Good.
That giant cyclops you fought before that kind of saw your future. The prophet of the 9 clans of Vagnar, who you saw before. And with masonry, you could tell this isn't stone, this is hardened clay. And it looks like it's hardened clay that has been packed on top of a body. And this is like a tomb, right? It is hardened clay, and then they carved over his body to make it look like him. So he is entombed inside these like Tibetan mummies that are then embronzed, right? Very similar, but this person is done with clay.
Okay, I passed that along.
This is his tomb, which is not supposed to be here. This tomb is supposed to be in oddly enough, his tomb is a showcase piece that is in the giant city of Elfnishven. And it's kind of like a showpiece where people kind of go to look at it while they also gamble.
Like Lenin's tomb in Casino.
Yeah.
Or very similar to when you go to the casinos in Las Vegas.
Caesar's Palace.
Caesar's Palace, right? And they have
Big
like a mummy
statue
there.
Caesar.
Yeah.
Or at least they used to have a mummy there, and I think they made them get rid of it.
Or something like that, yeah.
Anyway,
It's some other stuff too.
Hmm.
so yeah, that's not supposed to be here either, but it's here.
Yeah.
And it looks legit.
Definitely think that
There
they're
is
involved.
a humongous, absolutely humongous diamond. This thing is probably like 100 carats. It is put into the facet of where his eye would be. This thing is as big as a man.
Abu, don't touch anything.
Yeah,
That diamond
touch
alone
anything.
That's not this character.
could buy you countless castles. It is unbelievably expensive.
How many ships is that?
fleets?
So,
Countless in one.
based off his
Ships.
knowledge of masonry tools, this is supposed to be like the final resting place of this giant's body.
Yes.
But we did fight it at that battle with the Orcuses.
You did.
Does this look at all like it's been disturbed recently, or
It does not look like it's been disturbed. And that staff it's holding is an actual magical staff. It's just covered in clay, which is itself an artifact.
And the statue is how tall?
The statue is about... he himself was probably only about 17 feet tall, so the clay edifice of him that is over him probably adds about another 5 feet.
So the staff he's holding is freaking huge.
It is
Yes.
humongous.
yeah, it's
It is an
not a
artifact,
statue,
but it's
it is
humongous.
him
Yeah.
encased in clay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Yeah.
staff is similar to like a staff of power, but for giants.
Yeah.
It is humongous.
So they were somehow able to summon him in the fight, but without actually taking him out of his tomb.
Are we actually still on the material plane? Or are we in, like...
With the arcana you made earlier, you think you're still on the material plane? You don't feel like you've shifted.
Yes.
I say we then pick another tunnel and go. I'm sensing a theme.
Just how far is this collection going? This is
I'm afraid that
We're supposed to keep going south, right?
that's southwards towards the other mine area and
Mm-hmm.
So,
the
yeah.
vault. If this isn't the vault, but I'm starting to think that this might be the case of.
And then I'm thinking, if this is the vault, where's security? And who's gonna show up?
Hmm.
So yeah, let's pick this one. I guess this is the most.
Southernmost path there.
If there's any.
If this is where the cursed coins come from, we know
We're
how they
heading
get.
towards where they come from.
Well,
yeah,
if there's holes in the astral plane,
true.
Yeah,
maybe
who
that's how
knows
they're
if-
getting the cursed stuff in,
Yeah.
or the body's out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or some power from the astrals cursing them.
All
All right.
So
South
we
we go.
were able to just walk in here too.
Which
Yes.
south?
This one.
That one? Okay.
Option.
The leftmost one, if that makes
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
It's
6
No,
o'clock.
it's
Alright.
10:05.
10:05.
Where's the
211.
Yeah.
Hey.
So happy I'm here.
You're welcome.
Go to hell.
We might be there already.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
where we're going.
Yeah, so you think you're ahead of that, huh?
This is, if stuff goes wrong, that's where we're headed.
Oh, it's peaceful here.
Yeah, they have my atlas of endless horizons. I can do a teleportation circle if need be.
To where?
Really, anywhere is good.
Anywhere, but I know a teleportation circle. Back to my home or anywhere else we've been.
Okay, this is a rough cut rectangular room. There is another thing of physical darkness just beyond. It helps the physical darkness over here does seem to lead into steps that lead directly down, so you can't really see beyond it because it's literally like looking in a room that then goes down steps.
Yeah.
Right. The room itself, the description of this room is: the room smells of blood and death. The debris of several recent battles is scattered throughout this well-hewn chamber. A dozen dead warriors, clearly that appear to wear depictions. They appear to be Burnian, as they have depictions of those that have proficiency in religion. Will be able to realize that they have depictions of Gulasi, specifically like the earth elemental and the water elemental, who are known as. Give me a second. It is. Oh, nope. That's backstories. Nope. That is.
Remember that fire elemental? Well, the Gulasi in front of that volcano.
Oh, what the hell? I thought I had Gulasi Gods open. I'm sorry. Gulasi Gods.
Go away.
Specifically, it seems to be depictions of followers of Ogremok and Olhindra, the water elemental. It's as if they stood their last stand here. The bodies are the bodies are clearly have been dead for a long time. They seem to have clashed. There are also the dead bodies of ogres and orcs that are here as well, as if they had fought in the Empire of.
Gazetteer?
Nope, these are ogres.
Grigaldorn?
Grigaldorn. It's as if the Burnians and the Grigaldorians had fought in this room before. There's a lot of old, dead bodies in this room. The room itself, it almost looks like they were piled here, as if they were physically brought here. And there's a lot of them that are just here. You would see easily about 200 dead bodies of long dead knights of both Burnian and Grigaldorian descent. Who wants to... Well, the captain was in the lead. I was going to give him the perception check. Choose next up. Who wants to roll for the captain?
I can do perception if no one else wants to.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The Arcanist is going to do perception.
Alright, that's a 24.
24. You notice that the bodies, as you kind of look in, because the captain hasn't walked in yet. You're kind of doing the perception check for the captain. The captain will notice before you walk through the darkness that this darkness luckily blocks all sight and hearing, so the bodies don't notice. But these bodies move every once in a while. These are undead. 200 dead, long dead knights of Burnian and Grigaldorian descent are just piled here. So it's a small undead army, very small,
Just take the cat by the shoulder and just pull them back.
and they are piled in here. You could maybe sneak by them, but you're going to have to find a way to get over the heaps of dead bodies. Now you notice now this room is more of a pit.
Mm-hmm.
As you look directly above you, as the captain does, he will notice there is a hole at the top, about here. It is a large 10-foot by 10-foot hole that appears to be made of worked brick that seems to go all the way up. He can't quite see because he's looking at it at like a 45-degree angle. But it looks like it looks up. And somebody roll me a luck check.
Oh my god, we are. Yeah, the toes are
Also-
moving.
I'll do it. Oh, you can.
Luck check is what again?
This is a D20. The higher, the better. I'm doing that over a D100 because you could potentially re-roll a D20. with certain feats. So,
Hmm.
like Lucky has a feat.
9.
9. Nothing, luckily, helps you come to any assertions, but you were thinking about it. You roll me an investigation.
22.
Correctamundo. This is the halfway point, because remember how I said it's 200 yards, right? You've gone about 100 yards.
Yep.
And you have now found that hole in the ceiling appears to be a hole that goes directly from the tower all the way down to this chamber that is filled with countless dead skeleton bodies. This is a dumping pit for the tower.
And the bodies do move occasionally.
Let's
So
say, is that Griffin sketch?
hold you back here.
I rolled luck. It didn't fall out, or it's not
okay.
there. But yeah, no, there's 200 skeletons in this room. Luckily, the darkness. This is what your character sees. You see that giant square room. There seems to be a pit full of skeletal bodies. There is a hole, a worked brook hole that leads all the way up through the ceiling. That looks like the bodies have just been dropped in here. And there is, of course, a tunnel with darkness that has steps that lead down. So you'd have to get around the dead bodies.
So the steps are here.
Yes, and this is the halfway mark. Oh, there's steps on this side. There's
So we
steps
could-
that lead down, and then there's steps that go, as he's able to look like from the top of these stairs down the steps up to here, but then your vision stops here because it's like,
Geographically cut off.
geographically, you're just keep going down the steps.
So that goes up to the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody have a fly spell?
Yeah.
Just saying we can go up there.
Keep going or tower?
I want to explore more to see what all else. This is a
But
lot
it's
of.
good to know this is there as a potential way.
As a point of egress, if we need to get the fuck out.
Now, the
Using
entirety
mistake.
of the floor is covered in these bodies, right? Because this is a pit. You think the floor goes about 10 more feet down? But
Jesus.
it's filled. It's 200 dead skeletons, right? Each of them wearing plate with swords and shields, right?
So that's either Man of Steel, where it sinks into the skulls. Imagine those all have a body and they attack you.
Yeah. But there definitely is a opening over here. You just have to find a way to get across without touching the floor. The skeletons all appear to be hibernating currently because they cannot perceive you.
Now we
Through
know we
the
are on the
darkness.
material plane still, because the tower is right there.
Yeah.
So how would you get past here, or do you take another door?
I can easily get past it.
Yeah, spider hobgoblin.
Just carry us over one at a time.
I'm not that strong.
That's why I said one at a time. You calling us fat?
Yes.
Did I think to prepare? Let me
Captain,
check.
you, me, throw him in. You become captain then.
Should we back up and try the other?
I do have arcane gates prepared.
I have
So
Misty
that-
Step for myself.
That
Okay,
would work.
yeah.
Why don't we back up and try the other southern?
Yeah. Let's explore a bit more before we commit to. This is right at a junction point.
Okay, we're going into another room. Alrighty. Let me look back at the map. Map. You're looking at the map.
We're gonna find the Tomb of Hastur down here somewhere or something.
Tomb of Horrors.
Yeah, you might have to erase more if you can.
That's fine, yeah. That's
Yeah,
fine.
erase everything you can. I mean, you're not going back up top for a while, so you can erase all that to the side.
If we're down here long enough, the alarm will go down.
If we're spotted though, it'll go all the way up.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna come by you, Neil.
I've heard that about you.
Okay,
He just doesn't know how to quit you.
so
Doesn't
Steps
call
will
me,
be
doesn't
down.
write, stops bringing me flowers.
And I said I was sorry.
I'm talking about you.
here.
New
And
competition.
then this goes up. Steps leading up.
What does it tell you? That there's a stairway to heaven, but a highway to hell.
God hates the handicapped.
Ouch!
Thank
I was gonna
you.
say
Thank you for that was
There's
brilliant.
apparently some sort of cardio requirement for everything.
That's wonderfully put.
Now, see, that's one of those times where Jesus has to carry you. That's why you need to accept him into your heart.
But I need him to carry more than the heart. He needs to carry quite a bit. I've got stuff.
He picks you up by the heart. Golly!
Oh my God, Spielberg was right.
Jesus is calling you?
Golly, wow.
I don't like these details he's filling in.
It just kind of just goes up. Okay.
So, what I'm thinking we do is we collapse the tunnel, the mine somehow.
All of them?
They just blow up the mountain, whatever it takes.
Okay, that
There's
room.
stuff here.
We're gonna go get
Cursed
that death ray laser.
I say we
from
touch all the
Rakshasas,
things.
Doubly
whatever.
cursed.
Rakshasas.
Triply cursed.
Okay, give me a
And we're gonna
second.
shoot this
here.
mountain over and over and over.
Let me describe this area real quick. Okay. Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Other energy drink, please?
Okay. As you kind of look beyond the darkness, right?
Bottom of the door.
The first thing you see a forest of weird
Thank you.
fungal
said thank you.
growth that infests a large cavern. Giant toadstools and puffballs stand among shallow pools of water atop ledges along the walls. Those walls are covered in huge growths of shelf fungi, and water drips constantly from above. So in this room, there's a leaky ceiling, right? And water's just kind of coming down from the walls and kind of dripping. There's kind of doop, 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 dripping sound throughout this cavern. This middle area I'm showing here does not have fungus, but all along the walls
Yeah.
and along the ledges and deep into the cavern itself, covered in this fungus, thick growth, toadstools about as tall as you are, right? And growth, mold, black moldy growth that seems to grow up from a large stalagmites throughout this area. The darkness prevents the fungus from getting into this room, but you could tell just looking at it, it's almost as if it's snowing, right? You can see thick fungus molecules just everywhere, just like this stuff could get in your lungs and just kind of fuck up your lungs. Right, so the room is filled with this hazy menace. The area that I've outlaid is the only areas that doesn't have like thick fungus, where if you stepped in it, you'd be like stepping into like a foot of just fungus and maybe get stuck in like this rough, muddy floor.
Oh boy. So.
But no evil statue. Oh, and the stairs that lead up, stairs that lead down, and stairs that lead down to the south.
So, over some dead bodies or through some spores? I vote dead bodies.
I'm gonna vote spores because I'm immune to disease.
As someone who's not immune to disease, I'm gonna vote bodies.
I am also immune to disease.
Well, you two have fun going your own merry way.
I
then.
am immune to disease, and I can climb on the ceiling. So either way is good for me.
I will give you this, especially since you got the herbalism kit. Fungus isn't a disease; it just gets in your lungs. It's physical mushroom spores.
So you would suffer. It's not a disease, it'd be
You're
an
not going to get a
infection.
disease from it, but
But you could still have some.
You get the infection.
it's like think of this like
Gross.
super mold everywhere, but it's only in this area.
They're not getting their housing deposit
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, Guide 1 will not cover that
No, I don't
for
know.
this
Is
mold
this-
coverage.
Clearly evidence of another plane again.
No,
So
it's
this
just
is natural.
It seems like a natural moldy cavern. You would guess like you're over maybe like some water or something, because it's like the water seems to be leaking in from the ceiling into this room.
Which this could be where.
And there's stairs that lead down, right? So it's
What's
down
the?
I wonder if this is.
Roll me a perception check if you can. Well, I guess only the captain can because he's looking through the darkness. Because you can also hear through the
Go in
darkness.
there.
What? Captain, we've already gone in. What did you say?
22.
22. With a 22, you hear the rushing of water over in this direction.
So it could be the direction where if we went the other route. The
Came
same
in through
route.
the secret entrance to the river.
So this area that you pointed out, this is like where people had walked. So this is clear. Right here, this area where you.
Well, it's not clear. It's not full of like a foot of fungus.
Clearer.
Clear.
Yeah.
Right.
Fungus on the floor to walk on, but still
Think of
spores
this like
covered.
very rough terrain
Gotcha.
that if you were pulled into it or if you walked into it, it would be very difficult to get out. Like thick mud, covered in
Really
fungus.
difficult to get out of.
It is still blocked off, at least on this end, with magical darkness. Although are the other entrances?
No, these these three entrances are not blocked up. It's just this goes upstairs, this goes downstairs, and this goes. This is actually around the corner, so technically you can't even see this part of it. But once you do, this goes downstairs. So physically, like you have to go downstairs, so it's like you can't see beyond it because you can't see through the stuff.
So this might just be
So-
a regular natural
cave?
fungal growth and
Yeah.
not something insidious. The moss tomb of the poison god or whatever.
We got 2 more doors. 2 door.
We do have 2 doors.
There's 2 doors to the north.
We've already. Let's see what all.
What was the width of this from here to here? What was that distance?
5, 10, 15, 20, about 25.
All right, sounds good.
Probably
Thank you.
difficult terrain.
Now, one thing we
Well,
may
not if you're
want to be
touching it. If you
mindful
don't
of
touch it, it's fine.
is that if we continue going north, we could run into the hill giants,
Yeah. Oh yeah, if we keep they're over here somewhere.
which isn't the worst thing in the world, but if we want to avoid them.
Yeah. I feel like a place like this, they'd probably make sure only one path came through here.
I don't know. The fact that the Minotaurs could come this way if they really wanted to, but I think the Giants have an access as well.
Well,
They
if the
probably
captain
do what
can
the Minotaurs
peek through
do.
the darkness without alerting anybody. It's at least take a look.
I
see.
pierce the veil with my special eyes.
Which door are you looking at now?
The left one.
10 o'clock?
Yes. Sure.
Not 2.
10:05.
Half past.
10:24.
I'm excited for your drawing underneath the other one.
This one just appears to be a very, very, very long hallway that seems to just keep going until it's out of sight.
Ooh.
How about the other one? While you're up.
The other one.
Around the 2.
You're supposed to wait for him to sit down.
This one goes off.
Rude.
Sorry, I gotta keep going back.
We should get him an overhead projector and just switch and turn. Slowly rotate the room around. So then he can just project it back that way. You know they invented those so teachers wouldn't turn around so in case they got stabbed or something in the inner cities. So you could face forward.
Here we go.
while projecting.
This one seems to stop
pretty
at the
freaking cool.
door. The door itself, it looks like a
Oh yeah.
a thick stone door. Right? This is a store. This. You'd almost consider it more like a cap, right? Like you just take a piece of stone and just.
Like a lodestone.
Yeah.
3 days.
It looks like if you could push and slide it over, and there's like an opening in the side of the stone where it just roll in two. In the hallway.
Polyphemus. His sheep. So he locked them in every night.
Let me see what it's
Oh,
decorated with.
Last cookie. Anyone?
By all means, go ahead.
It's decorated with dwarves. Dwarves doing work. Right, so this looks more like it's like a capstone door, right? A door that's you don't have to pick it, but it's physically like a rolling door, like almost like a boulder, except it's flat.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of roll it over
Like a disc.
and then roll it back. Yeah, like a giant disc.
Ye old Vault Tech.
Vault tech, you say?
Yeah.
One of the dwarves is giving you the thumbs up.
That worked well.
Well, you were supposed to take over.
Excellent job, sir. Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, at least that room doesn't look explicitly filled with an horrifyingly strong undead.
Touch the door.
I mean, I am curious what's behind the door, especially if it's an actual vault and not just a metaphorical one.
See, now I'm wondering if we're on the vault side of the door.
Why would they decorate the side inside the vault?
Why not?
Aesthetics.
Yeah.
So you have something
You're
nice
a
to look at as you
professional.
suffocate.
Yeah.
Although there's paths leading up to the mine, so it's not like this has to be the actual vault. This has to be the fact that there's paths coming in from the other mine and the water paths. This has to be the actual proper vault. Is my gut feeling.
I don't know. It's kind of weird that you'd keep these big important curse things on the outside of your vault.
Vault security, the highest you can possibly get.
I don't know. We made it, so not that good.
We made it with no trouble.
We made it so far. The trick is
I
getting
don't know.
back.
I want to go back here and because our objective was to do, at least from what I understood, it was to go see what was going on with those coins.
Yes,
I'm gonna
but
go
also to find
what you guys
Navius's
discussed.
vault. Which if this is it.
Let's go back across.
And they said the Minotaur said that the vault was in the
Heard of a vault south in the Hardy territory.
Harpy territory. So
Yeah, and this is not south-ish.
yeah,
well,
this is. I mean, it's out of the Minotaur's territory,
yeah.
but it's kind of on the same.
Still
You go to the south to get there.
Yeah.
true. Yeah, but then
They didn't
I'm
know
still,
exactly where it was.
yeah, I'm still
Right.
thinking the giants can still get over here too. I don't think they're totally separated.
They're in
I was
some
hoping
kind of
we were
lab.
find out.
What is that?
Just the hill giants are in some sort of labyrinth, and I don't think
I think
it's
the whole
this.
thing is a labyrinth.
So no. Minotaurs and their
Yeah, we're
obsessions with mazes.
We can
Oh,
still go
you
there.
think that's they're all just because one of them was in a maze. You think
Yes.
they're all in the maze.
Because that's how stereotypes
No.
are.
Yeah, I mean,
I know Minotaur who was into crossword puzzles. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
He's the
it's not-
black sheep, the black Minotaur.
Yeah.
Ah, that's racist. Never mind. I'm gonna take that back.
Why say black Minotaurs can't
And
do
it looks
crossword
like-
puzzles? They're not smart enough. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. We're live on Twitch. Somebody cancel this man.
What's left of Twitter is just ruining you right now.
They're only
No,
If there was anybody left on Twitter, sir, you would be canceled.
No, Elon's retweeting us on Twitter.
The-
Like,
the-
yeah, this guy knows what's up.
Yeah, that's objectively worse.
Yes, it
The
is.
burning husk that was Twitter.
Yes.
You're ruined.
Like Hitler saying, I'm with this guy. Anyway,
This
sorry.
is the
so do we
issue.
want to check out this vaulty-looking door first?
I vote for vault first, and then we can cross over.
I vote. Don't even bother. Let's just cross over.
All right. Yeah, I vote
I
for
can make that
vault
happen.
as well.
Okay, you guys are going into
Potential vault.
that large vault-like entrance with the dwarves who look like they're at work, kind of just over that what is it? That tile, a top. It's like a big slammer, right? Those are the pog.
That's your go-to.
It doesn't appear to be trapped. I'll give you that. Well, actually, roll me an investigation check. That would be probably the fairest. Whoever would look for traps.
I'll look since I'm the one who wants to open it.
So you
Spot a
can
trap.
read-
I can take care of it. Hopefully, but
And investigation is 26.
Nice.
26. It is not trapped. It's a big physical disc. Like, it just takes physical strength to move it. Granted, some of you have a 26 strength, so
Only 25.
only 20, a measly 20. You can just move it. I'm not going to make you make a check. You have the strength of a giant. So, what is the marching order, by the way?
I'm gonna be in the back.
Back? Okay.
So you can shut the door behind us, traitor.
he's gonna shut the door.
No, I'm not the one with traitor's girlfriends. No, I don't think I can. I don't have the strength.
That's a real
You did
reason
try to
House of
defect.
Innocent traitors, because he's plotting to betray us.
Have I?
I
Yeah.
thought we all knew this.
You
No,
can't get on Tinder.
that wasn't me. That was Bernard.
He's opening the door, so he's presumably
So
at the
you're
front.
up
I'll
front,
be right
opening
behind
the door.
him.
You're
I'll
behind
be-
him.
How could this go bad?
I'll be behind Smooth, or if you want me to go in front
third,
of you.
fourth, and then last.
Side note: has anything changed in the room where I left my eye?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
Good
good question.
You flip your vision back. So far, nothing. It's eerily quiet in that room. It's
Can that
quiet
eye?
as a tomb.
Can that eye look through darkness?
No.
Oh, so you couldn't see if
It
someone
has
was
its own
coming,
sense.
like
Yeah.
until they stepped into the room.
Only
Sorry,
can-
and I do see simultaneously. It doesn't actually
Okay,
require so.
I will let you know if anything passes through area
I
F18.
mean, it's not like FNAF where you have to swap between different
Yeah,
cameras.
no.
Well, that's that fox running up the tunnel. Oh, God!
Okay, guys, I'm going to come over there again. The giant square, 1, 2, 3.
Give me a towel,
okay.
man.
Okay. Okay.
Huh.
It's Red Bull. It gives you things. It's hashtag Red Bull.
Didn't Jimmy Fallon steal that from something when he did that?
I think it was on.
Okay. I'm going to, as you
I thought Jimmy Fallon did that on his show, and he was like,
open up the
I
door,
thought he stole it from something.
It's the Hill Giant.
area F13. Okay. Weird crystals jut from the walls and floor of this ancient hall. The weird crystals are here in these two jutted out areas, kind of like a geode, right?
Ooh.
As if it's a worked room, but the stone was worked around these two geode crystal veins that kind of spread out from each side and divide the room in its middle. Kind of pretty looking. They give off this nice violet light. On the east side of these crystals, form a distinct door. Okay. If you keep going deeper, it looks like these crystals veins keep going down, but it just keeps going. It's very narrow, like you would say maybe like a couple feet, like you'd really have to shimmy down it. But they keep going this way, but deeper and deeper and deeper down off each side.
It's not claustrophobic at all.
There are two huge bedrolls on the floor in front of you. There's a door directly across from you and directly north of you. Each very similar, kind of like one of those rolling tiles, right? There are two hill giants that are sitting in the middle. They seem to be playing tic-tac-toe with each other. And they just kind of... I'm going to roll a perception check to see if they heard the door getting opened. It's not a high DC. Okay, they did hear. Both of them kind of look their head your direction. They say in giant, "Who comes there? Who comes in our room?"
Can't believe the Hill Giants were right there. Hilarious.
They both kind of just stand up. They are speaking. The giant language is technically called
Volcanian.
Volcanian. They are speaking Volcanian. They seem to be playing tic-tac-toe with what looks to be maybe like an arm bone that's been burnt and charred, so they're able to like draw on the floor.
Well, I don't speak it.
The only light appears to be. It does somewhat fill the room. It is low light in this room, but you all have dark vision, so it's not an issue.
Yeah.
And you do have a source of light if you wanted to use that.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to fill in the room, and the floor is work stone. So this is a dwarven floor. This looks like it might have one time been a sleeping barracks. Both of them kind of stand up and kind of look. Who are you? Why you come? As they speak only that language.
So is it? So if they're in here and they're standing up, this is a pretty tall room.
Yes. It's about a good 30 feet tall.
Okay. Wow.
It looks like there might have been there might have been sleeping bunk on sleeping bunk on sleeping bunk, and like a ladder leading up. But that wood is kind of like rotted away. Maybe the occasional sleeping bunk near the top is still there, but like you'd only see like the skeleton of it, and not actually like the tapestry that held it, because you know. So dwarves would have slept here stacked high.
Oh wow.
In this very sturdy room. The room almost looks like it's collapse proof.
Arnab, you understand all languages, right?
Mm-hmm.
How about making friends with the giants as well as the minotaurs?
Hey, you know what? We'll give it a try.
Maybe they'll offer us money to kill the minotaurs.
So I look at the giants and go,
You do notice each of them seems to be wearing ringmail, and each of them has a club. The club itself is a large warhammer, large maul, and each maul has a steel head and glows slightly. So they just seem to be wearing magical armor and wielding magical mauls.
Oof.
All right, so yeah, I'll walk out and I'll.
I'll watch.
Close the door.
Go get him, Ray.
Well, shit.
Do you close the door?
Yeah.
So for your back.
You can climb walls, right?
Yep.
He's good.
Oh,
Why you come, little man?
we're looking for something. We're looking for a vault. Maybe you've seen it.
What is... I'll make an intelligence check for him.
Use smaller words.
Yes. Vault. Seen vault. Card. And mall. We see vault.
Oh, Karg, it's nice to meet, and Maul, nice to meet both of you. My name's Arnhem.
Arn.
Yes.
Yes.
Where is the vault that you've seen?
Why ask?
We have some business to take care of in that vault.
What is business you take care of in vault?
We want to free the tribe from the mean overlord.
You want free boss? We as guard vault. We
Oh.
security.
Oh, of course they mentioned something about that.
Roll a bluff
I
check
am
with
not.
disadvantage.
Is it going well?
Let's see which one. Where's that deception?
You guys just found guards for the vault, so maybe you're getting close.
So, insight, is it going well?
Well, the door is shut.
No, I opened it.
Oh, you didn't shut. Okay. You don't speak the language. Roll me an insight with disadvantage. I'm gonna have to raise the DC, but there's a lot of body language, so.
I'm going to use saving face.
Okay.
Ooh.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 members of your party around you.
So that would bring me up to a 13 if I'm going at disadvantage.
13 with disadvantage. Okay.
19 training.
19. Well, you're about to find out.
Miss an attack or ability check. Or
Uh,
throw, you can gain a bonus equal to the number of hours you can see.
Oh.
within 30 feet.
That's cool.
It's a hobgoblin thing.
Well,
Oh, I get it. Makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
Hobgoblins
Okay,
are in groups
okay,
or
or actually like demoralized
Okay.
or something if you fail it.
Okay.
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
That's they go. Oh. Okay, long as you not try to steal from vault.
Oh, we wouldn't do that to the boss.
We have to. When he holds up a crystal, he's holding in his hand. When crystal turns red, we run towards vault and we kill whatever's in front of vault.
So, could you open the door to the vault? That was the one thing he said that you'd know how to open the vault.
Roll me another one.
This is fun.
So we know where not to go. Which way the vault is, so we cannot go that way.
That's a 6.
6.
Hoping they're dumb. Still.
They are quite dumb. My last roll was a total of 5.
Okay.
Let's do that again.
Okay. Why would we tell you where vault?
Oh, for the boss, of course.
Hmm.
I mean, we did take care of the Minotaurs.
You're just gonna be doubly good. I love it.
So I mean, we took care of the Minotaurs. So he said that you'd be able to help us.
You help Minotaurs, you take care of them.
Oh no, we
Is he threatening?
Gave him a shave and a haircut.
I rolled, that's a -1 on the intelligence check.
That's
We-
what they understand.
we-
Shave.
we killed them. Is that
Killed the Minotaurs.
yes, because the boss said that the Minotaurs and you didn't get along. That the Minotaurs, this is probably a bad idea. But the Minotaurs were kind of trying to encroach on your space. So
Yeah,
we
we guard from Minotaurs.
yeah. So we took care. We the Minotaurs.
We had another deception check. It's a successive line. You failed the last one, so it is disadvantage.
That's a 13. Oh wait, but disadvantage.
Yeah,
Okay, that one's better. So 13.
13.
Why would you drag your finger across their throats?
Oh, okay. You killed the Minotaurs. Okay.
So
Wha-
the vault.
Yep.
Could you let us in?
Oh, we don't know where vault is. When crystal turns red, we are at fault.
Psychic rally cry. Can somebody cause an illusion to make the thing turn red? So then they'll run and we can just follow them?
Wait, didn't they just say they were at the vault?
They don't know where it is.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
But
Just
if we're not in front of the vault and they think we're good, or we think they're on their side, they won't try to smash us. Yeah,
But you're in the room.
Yeah, they might find us and think.
but he thinks that we're friends, that we're here to help them because we
Well,
want to take care of
crystal turned
Minotaurs.
red.
if they don't know where the vault is, do they just move? Does the crystal turn red if you're in proximity to the vault?
Or is
Instead of
it like an
being-
alarm where it
I
goes
think
off?
it's an alarm that something else triggers and they just head to wherever.
I mean, I could.
Even though they don't know where that is, maybe something
They're not
else is
smart
in the
creatures.
cluster.
They just
Or
run
the-
around until they
the
find
crystal.
something to smash.
Tell us where the vault is so we know where not to go.
They just want to protect the loot.
Could I use prestidigitation to make a color on an object or surface for 1 hour, make the crystals appear red?
Try to get
I
10
really
feet of
hope
it.
we don't die.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, the range is 10 feet. Fuck.
Let's go in the room.
I don't have any other
What is this?
illusion
Oh, it's-
magic.
Yeah, that's the only choice I have.
Excuse me. As we pause time, what do you think? Make 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Okay. Can I do detect thoughts to try to read their
Get hit
thoughts,
by-
figure out for sure, like, do they actually not know where the vault is, or there's just to get a
Sure.
bearing on that?
So you want to read their thoughts, you want to dig, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna dig since they don't appear to be that smart.
What kind of save is it to figure it out that
It's
you're
a
digging?
wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay, that's a total of 10.
Nice.
What do you want to know as you dig through their mind?
I want to know if they actually know where the vault is. And
They
just-
have no clue. You have memories of their standing there, and all of a sudden they're standing in front of the vault. But you do get to see the vault in their memories. The vault in their memories, you see a large open area. Looks like an opened, a finely dug area, like you would say about 30 by, about 100 yards
Excuse me.
by like 20 yards, so like a super long, big hallway that they just kind of teleport into. And there are 3 large entrances that lead into this vault. And you can tell their thoughts, oh, this is the vault. And as they go there, they're kind of walking up and they smash the head of a minotaur that seems to have made its way towards the vault. And they kind of rip it apart. And they kind of, they look around. All of a sudden, they're back in the room.
So it's way to tell.
Hear me out.
You're guessing when the alarm is set off in that room, these 2 giants will be teleported in there
If someone
if
else
you set off the alarm. The Minotaur looked like he was trying to
Killing
work one of the
Hillgiants is
doors, but
never off
failed
the
to.
table.
Less guards, and in theory, get teleported there.
But the vault seems to have 3 separate doors. Which is the correct door? Who knows?
Okay.
You don't get a good look at the doors either. Their memories of the doors are fuzzy.
Yeah, they're not looking
They're
at
not
the
perfect. He's saying he's got a -3 to
They're
their
they're looking for the thing to smash.
Yeah.
The boss is to protect Darby.
Maybe if we can convince them to give us the crystal, so that if we find the vault, they don't get teleported to fight us, or if someone else were to trip the alarm, it would take us directly to it.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so try to convince him to give us the crystal.
Yeah, since you
Okay.
took care of the Minotaurs
Okay.
and the boss wants.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the crystal you have.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We actually need to take that and replace it with another one that we have to go turn this one in and then get you another one.
I have to get new batteries.
Because this one doesn't work right anymore.
Kind of looks at the crystal with a dumb... There's like a little bit of drool that goes down his face. Make me a deception check with disadvantage, because he was told never to let go of the crystal.
Okay, 10.
10. Okay.
Waiting for his video.
Okay. I never let go of crystal.
Oh, yeah, but the boss is saying to let go of the crystal. The boss was the one that told you to hold on to the crystal, but now the boss is saying that crystal is bad and you need a new one.
No. Little man say big words.
They weren't that big.
For giants, yes.
If it was more than 4
These
letters.
giants, at least.
The other
More
one
than 2
kind of,
letters.
you notice that the other one's kind of moving to flank you a little bit, and they're kind of side by side on you.
Can I cast sending and try to
Imposter.
bluff, act like I'm Navius?
Oh, shit.
Send a message to them to be like, "Hey, have you turned the crystal over to the guys I sent yet?"
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and use sending, and let me know what you say, and then you have to make another deception check.
Yeah, which my deception is fantastic, but maybe it won't matter. So based off of everything he's told me, this is boss. Sent red puny man to take broken crystal. Has he shown up yet? Make sure give it to him.
Give it to him.
No! The crystal! I had 2 words left. The crystal.
He goes, Clum. Oh, crystal. Go ahead and make a deception check. It's a straight deception check.
Oh, Daddy needs to do
Which voice are you using?
Trying to mimic the voice of Navius that I used previously.
Okay. All right.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, I think I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
It's a dirty 20. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, you. He just drops the crystal.
How big is the crystal?
The crystal is about 4 feet wide and about 4 feet tall. It weighs about 250 pounds, and it's coming down on top.
Oh, no!
What do you do?
I'm gonna get out of the way.
Okay, the crystal will be destroyed if you do that.
I really have nothing else to do. But at least it'd be broken, so if something does happen, they won't show up.
You're not gonna catch it.
Can I cast Featherfall on the crystal? So it doesn't break?
Do you burn Featherfall?
If I have a reaction, I'll cast
You
Featherfall.
can, if you notice he's dodging out of the way, you can cast Featherfall. Okay, so go ahead and burn for Featherfall as well.
Okay.
As you easily jump out of the way, because it's Ward's so okay, as he drops a 250-pound crystal from about 14 feet up on top of you. And you're just fucking like, oh no! This thing all of a sudden slows down just the moment before it hits the ground and ding, ding, it just lays on the ground. The crystal is yours, and the giants go back to playing tic-tac-toe.
Okay, cool. Okay, so there's that.
I'd pick it up, but I've got a big tent.
Oh, you set up the tent outside the city. You're not carrying it anymore.
That'd be funny this entire time you're carrying this giant tent on your back.
Yeah. Walking down the tunnel sideways because that's the only way it fits.
Never know when you need a pavilion.
I mean, it is collapsible.
There you go. Go make sure you have pavilion on your backpack. Right. You have a pavilion. I'm down. Okay.
Okay.
Trying to pay a lot of money for that.
Well, thanks. And I'll just think, okay, what are we gonna do now?
I don't think it's this way.
I don't think they know where it is either.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna carry this?
Dump the pavilion. Okay, fine.
You now add a 200-pound crystal
I can
onto your notes.
I can cast Tensor's floating disc. That holds up to 500 pounds.
Oh,
Yeah, that would do it.
Floating behind us.
Yeah.
It's okay. As long as you.
We'll put the tent on that.
Okay. Nice. So you got the tent and the crystal on the floating.
Oh yeah,
disc.
we have to stop and hold a reception. Yeah.
Drape the tent over the crystal so nobody can see it again.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that thing?
In case it turns
Tent?
red.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if the light, if it suddenly lights up like a siren.
You want to do an Arcana? Look at it, check its magic out, see if we can figure out how it's teleport.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Thank you for thinking of that. I'm so stressed.
Roll an Arcana.
What do you want, or is it? Yeah. That'd be 27.
This crystal acts like a teleportation circle. You think anything within a certain radius of it, when the alarm goes off, will be teleported to a triggered teleportation circle. Another teleportation circle. Potentially with this crystal, if you had the spell teleportation circle, you could utilize that to use this crystal to teleport to the vault.
Ooh. So, with my Atlas of Endless Horizons,
You have that attuned.
I do have it attuned.
That gives you teleportation circle, I believe.
Yes, it does.
Which you, I believe, can cast as a ritual without
Leave you
spending a
behind.
spell.
no!
Yeah, let me double check the item description.
Because I'm the full-time
here.
doc.
Because it gives you those spells, right?
Okay, as the circle lights up.
Yeah.
Captain, listen, look at me.
It's got my spells.
See the circle lights up.
Mention door, Mississippi Plane Ship, Teleportation Circle, like on the
Stays
bush.
behind.
And teleportation
You were the
circle
captain
can be
doctor
cast as a ritual. You do have to burn, of
we only
course,
have
about
Hammer's body,
100
at
copper
least that
worth
can be
of chalk, which I think you have.
We have to pay him
Yeah.
half the wage. If you
Okay.
cut him in half,
If you go ahead and remove the chalk, and You can spend 10 minutes and teleport to the vault.
That means
Yeah.
if he's the
Do
part
you
you're
guys want to do that?
Scarlet becomes
Yes.
the intern.
And, do it not in the room with the giants, just in that little small hallway there. We'll go back through.
Yeah, back in the hallway. Close the door.
You close the door. So you're in the hallway between the darkness and the vault door. Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Just do the.
Oh, sure.
With the crystal, and you've already made the check, you could spend 10 minutes and then teleport to the vault. Go ahead and decrease the alarm by 5.
Okay.
21 minus 5.
It's 15.
15. 21 minus 5, so 16.
No, it was 20 because it went down 1.
Oh, my bad.
It went down by 5?
Oh, wait. So, sorry. It went down by 1, then it went up by 3 because of math. Then it went down by 5. Yeah, because you got rid of the proximity alarm.
So 23 minus
So you-
5.
Decreasing
18.
17.
So
So
7.
it's 18. Sorry.
18.
Math hard.
Don't worry about it. I'll stick with what I
Okay.
got.
Why are we playing this game?
I don't
Shiny
know.
rocks.
yeah.
Okay.
I was promised pizza.
So, how about, since it's 11
die.
o'clock, next game I will prepare that you guys will teleport into the Vault of Gold.
Oh, puppy go.
And next game, we will begin the game there. Good job, guys.
What
I
could
wasn't sure how
possibly go
far you'd
wrong?
get.
Nothing.
This place is terrifying. I hate
Hey,
it.
Yes.
we had no dragons
Good.
We
I don't
should-
know if you're starting to catch a theme.
and no wells.
Well, there is a room with a
I
giant
mean, it is
well.
a Christmas time.
The hole up to the
Oh.
tower could be considered a well.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
a reverse
it's a
well.
body well.
Yeah.
No
This is-
well. I'll allow it.
This is what
Best game I've heard of.
So
wells.
next game we will start off with 18 alarm
Well.
because you decrease the alarm by 5 by taking
Okay,
away the
copy,
guard's proximity alarm. And we will begin at
That's
the
all I want
Vault
for
of
Christmas is
Goldsmith.
you.
Episode 155.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good job, guys. I will see
we
you
ended a
guys
little
next
early.
bat
Nice.
time, next bat channel.